Man. All right.
Okay, that was weird.
Technical difficulties over here. You're up, Jeff.
Okay. I just thought you were going to hey, Jeff, go with the intro, because I didn't hear anything from anybody for a solid 10 seconds there.
All right.
Gotcha.
That's our sponsor.
Our sponsor tonight is Silence. A really blessed product sold to parents with many, many children. All right. The Fenelon Five, having dealt with the assassin's lair of gnolls, goblins, minotaurs, and giants, well, not goblins, and elves, which long ago had been a dwarven stronghold, took a well-deserved short rest after a fearsome battle. They ransacked the final room and discovered a chest that had runes on it that would likely go boom. And unable to defuse these, Boja bundled it up into a backpack to carry. The group did discover some papers contracting the assassin to frame the Fenelon Five for murder, including both Boja and Whodunit, 7 weeks prior to their crossing paths with the group. But there was no mention of Selby or Karlsruhe, leading the group to speculate that someone had used divination magic to predict that these particular individuals would become embroiled in the nefarious plans of the cult of Umberley. The group presses Whodunit's desecration of the assassin's body, and he reluctantly reveals that he comes from a land overwhelmed by monsters and undead, and that he has a covert profession as a monster hunter. And in the course of his adventures, that a curse has been laid upon him, one that affects his natural affinity for good luck. Boja picked up the scent of Yita's father, the Alpha Gnoll, but he made his escape before he could be encountered. Though the Five did uncover a hidden altar to Dimethane, a god of dwarven death and secrets, which was an altar for funeral rites of the dwarves of this former dwarven stronghold. Upon making our own way back to looking for an exit to this place, we found that the ashes of Jacqueline d'Antonia were also missing, leading us to believe that we have not, in fact, seen the last of her. The Five ended up traveling to Amphale, discovering that a statue of a horse there is used as a community message board of sorts, as well as a covert means of communication for those who have criminal dealings. In the town, while making quick shopping for spell components, the group learns that people have been disappearing from the land, and including a group of adventurers, as well as other strange occurrences in the last 6 months, like fire falling from the skies and rivers running backwards. In the meantime, Cyrus examines the horse statue and discovers 2 notes with a symbol of Miramar on them, as well as a message in Thieves' Cant that indicates rogues ought to go to the Ragged Flagon for information if they are in the know. Whodunit uses tricks to suddenly cover the horse in polka dots, and then later on made it appear to be animated, much to the delight of the locals. Cyrus is mistakenly given credit for this, and Whodunit reinforces this idea, much to Cyrus's ire. Meanwhile, the acquired notes explain that Jacqueline is expecting to get paid, as well as notes in Infernal. After magically teasing Born, Whodunit poses as Cyrus, as the local lord makes an appearance, wanting to investigate the miracle worker who created the grand illusion of the horse, which has delighted so many of the populace of the town. While Cyrus is busy speaking with a fellow rogue in the kitchen of the tavern. They learn many things and earn themselves free drinks and rooms, bringing up the rumor of the missing people. Whodunit in disguise is able to successfully negotiate a sizable adventurer's contract and to deal with the malevolent force haunting the pond. To help in this endeavor, the party reached out to the local Orcus wrestler, say that 3 times fast, in order to get some healing potions. Bjorn, the wrestler, tangled, much to her delight and excitement, and we indeed won the potions. And I think maybe Bjorn has a new girlfriend. Eventually, the group travels to the pond to deal with the threat of a former warrior maiden of some great renown, Elsa. She was entombed beneath the pond and swore vengeance, though why? No one can say. It's been lost to time and mystery. Now, going below, despite using a new tool of stealth, the cloak acquired previously, Whodunit was still found out by the undead maiden within. And the battle with the undead and her minions ensued. And the group came to his rescue. As we found, the fight was quite furious and a bit more than we expected, as the skeletons continued to rise even after being crushed to bits, but at least the ghast and ghouls were able to be dispatched. And if not for the incredible efforts of Bourne, who we should rename Bourne the Untouchable, as he has become one dodgy MFer, holding off 5 to 6 enemies all by himself and unable to be tagged, allowed the rest of us to focus fire on the lead threat and bring down the warrior maiden, which finally brought down all of the undead within the tomb. The group recovered a cursed sword from the maiden, and whodunit, with his knowledge of hunting and dead creatures, realized that the woman was a revenant, and she would be back to plague the world until her unfinished business is somehow concluded. This left the group pondering what to do about this cursed woman, the cursed sword, and also a cursed set of black armor that we found.
All right. So, great recap there. So we left off. You guys are still in the tomb of the warrior maiden. You have found her, the items that she was buried with. I will note that you also were able to determine, after a thorough examination of those, the sword, that it was a blessed or a cursed sword of Merkel. And you had determined a long dead god, and you're not sure exactly what this means or how or if the enchantment still works the way it was originally intended to. But you had found that as well, and Merkel has been gone for quite a while. So you rounded up all of the items in this tomb and looked through them, and you've found the bodies of the poor adventurers who came here, who looked to be young kids who had no business coming in here and got chewed up. And now you have to decide what to do with these items and go back into Amphill and reveal these news. So with that, I'll leave it to you guys.
And just for the record, I'm referring to the maiden as dead Sonia from now on.
Well named. All right.
Yeah, we need to figure out what to do with this stuff. We are definitely not giving the sword to the people that had asked for it. It's just too dangerous. In fact, I don't think I trust really anybody outside of ourselves to even be near it, because it's just that dangerous. We're probably going to have to get it somewhere and see if there's any way of changing the enchantment or getting rid of the curse on it somehow or something. Maybe go to the Spellforge and see what they can do. I don't know, but no way are we letting them have it.
I can say, as a crafter of magical items myself, that such things are both very time-consuming as well as financially consuming. The more powerful the item, the more expense and the more time. It could take years to change such powerful curses, especially those favored of a god of death, even if he is technically dead himself, as here is it said.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
it's a cursed item.
Sorry.
It's a cursed item. Can't someone break it?
I don't know how. It would be like going to Mount Doom and trying to throw it into fire.
Again, these things are made for purpose, and this was made in service of a god. Breaking such a curse, indeed, even dead gods seem to retain power within the world. So
there are ways to break cursed items, but you remember the last time you had a cursed item, the mirror, which shall not be spoken of, you had to bring it to a very powerful person to take care of, and eventually they hid it away in preparation for casting the appropriate spells to disenchant it and then be able to break it. So,
which does remind me, perhaps we should invest in iron boxes.
Yes.
Lead boxes.
Lead boxes. Yeah.
Yes, it's such things can be done, but it is very difficult, I'm afraid.
And in the meantime, I would not be surprised if the people that went through all the trouble to, let's just say, employ the rogue in the tavern would not be sending other people to take it. They knew what this thing was.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well,
should we
I'm
enter?
up for leaving the cursed item here.
What were you going to say, Jen?
I was going to. Should we take the warrior maiden and re-entomb her I cannot speak with her because she has been dead longer than 10 days.
And Bjorn was talking about leaving the sword here. So
Well, like,
And that doesn't sound safe to me.
well, that's
I mean,
water.
it's been here for centuries. It's actually a fair solution.
It does seem that she only seeks to strike vengeance upon those who come down to her lair. Perhaps we can seal this place in some way. Keep
I'm for
anyone
sealing
from
it.
coming in.
Is there a way we can seal it without me having to hang out in the water while that happens? Because I was just going to scoot up to the top as quick as I could.
It's probably best somebody use magic. Maybe the tunnel leading in. Boja, she is able to throw a great explosive force. Yes.
Yes.
I don't think you can use a fireball down here. I'm just saying. It's a lot of water.
I don't know, dude. Her blessings really kick some ass. That's all I'm saying.
Spirit, yeah, that is true. I don't disagree
true.
with that. Oh, I have shatter. I have shatter. I can
there
use
you go.
I'll do it once we're out. Well,
we need a bell tower shattering spell here.
I will point out that you're going to have to cast it and aim it at a certain direction, and if it's got a verbal component, you're going to have to be out of the water so you can say verbal component. So
yeah, that's not going to work.
That's not going to work. Yeah.
Unless we can find another way out of here. You know, is there any way that we can see if there's another door out?
You can investigate.
Yeah, I think we should. I find it hard to believe this is the only way in here.
If somebody wants to give me an investigation check.
I'm thinking Last Crusade
Take a
here,
look.
but what if we check the coffin there? What if there's a way in through there?
So Cirrus carefully takes his time going around everywhere, looking at the walls. He even somehow, he's examining the ceiling. And he's like, yeah, nope. This is one way in, one way out. Unless we blast a hole through the roof, we'll probably end up out to the open air. But
open the door.
If only we could seal it and leave small hole. I could do something with that in.
Or maybe there's some way of like leaving a bomb or something. I just don't know how that would be done. Something with a time delay.
C4, the magical C4, the holy hand grenade.
I don't have. Yeah, we don't have any smoke powder, unfortunately.
No. I do not like holy hand grenades. I have history.
The problem, I suppose, with C4 is you got to have an electrical charge.
Yeah.
We would need lightning.
Booming blade.
There we go.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Although that would require being very close. Oh, have to sacrifice.
Well, so would booming
something
blade,
here.
but
It sounds like closing this thing up is not an option.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have any.
Yeah, and while the door is open, I just don't trust anybody to come in and not take the sword. I just don't. They're probably going to send more people, whoever it is that hired Cirrus's friend.
Well, Cirrus makes a good point that, I mean, it's been down here for a really long time and nobody's come to get it but us. Why are we suddenly assuming that?
Because there are people in Waterdeep that are clearly willing to pay huge amounts of money for it, and I do not trust them not sending somebody else in.
And let us face it, eventually you will find somebody of our capability who will achieve the goal and retrieve the sword.
It's not safe.
What were you going to say, Jen?
I was just going to say, I'm going to point to the adventures and reiterate, it's like they sent these young idiots out. And if they're willing to send someone this incompetent out, eventually someone will come and retrieve the sword if we leave it here.
I agree.
Well, I mean, that's fair. We did.
Do we have the ability to make it?
Go ahead.
Do what?
Do we have the ability to make it invisible?
The invisible is not the permanent thing unless you're a
Yeah.
great archmage. They figure out ways.
Yeah. Plus, I don't have the spell.
I don't think we should be carrying a cursed item around. We're not really equipped for that. And it didn't really go all that well for us last time.
Then we need to find a lead box to put it in.
Oh,
Yeah, we could put it in Magic Hat.
That's
I do
another
not think we will
possibility.
have
That's another
same
possibility.
problem.
Bosha,
And that-
can you give me a perception check, please?
Sure.
Things
And,
can be in
roll
your
it.
hat without having any effect on you at all.
Roll with advantage, please.
Okay.
It's like a bag of holding. I mean, no, I don't think it would.
As born,
I see.
Jon, have you ever seen Bag of Holding?
I have not, no.
Yeah.
But
So,
I have heard of them.
Yeah, this is very strange. I will teach you some mechanics of it. You know how the Bag of Holding is space inside is much bigger than
Right.
what it would appear. This is not actually like physical space within the bag, but the bag attaches to another dimension, a small dimension, if you will. I have created such a thing in my hat, and so it is not actually here. All of my stuff is in my hat, but it's not actually here until I pull it out of the space and bring it to me in this space.
All right. I just have one more quick question.
Please.
Do you, a rabbit, pull rabbits out of that extra dimensional space?
I do not have any rabbits in the hat, and unfortunately, it's very good for storing items, but not so good for storing living things. There's only about 10 minutes of air.
All right. I thought I figured out how you guys did that trick.
Remind me later.
Rabbit comes
I'll
from
teach
Feywild,
you.
obviously.
I will show you, but you must keep secret, magicians. We have code, yes.
Okay.
But you are my friend. I will tell you.
Dan, I just whispered something to you from your perception check. I think you should get it.
I got it.
Okay.
It's like, I think we need to take the sword and decide outside.
Yeah,
The
we
air
take,
is going stale again.
Yes, you have a point. Okay.
let us
Yeah,
take
I think
the
we should
sword
take what we can and go.
and the cursed armor, and of course, there's bone fragments of skeletons, heads of ghouls aghast. Each one is 50 gold pieces. Let's not forget the money.
And the gems, and I would say keep a few just in case you have to resurrect Mr. Simeon again.
This is actually this will resurrect Mr. Hiss. Mr. Simeon I can call back with merely time investment.
Okay.
But Mr. Hiss, he is a device and he requires components.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
At this
with
point, it looks like the only person who's going to survive in 10 minutes is who done it.
So if nobody has any objections, I will stuff the sword and the armor into my hat for safekeeping.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know Cyrus already yoinked the gems, and that we collected various monies from here, and the poor dead sobs were lying all about. I do have a list of all that if we need it.
All right. So let's head out of here.
As you pull the gems out, the green lights, the ghostly spectral green lights that were on each part of the altar wink out and disappear.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
not
know if this is
disturbing
good
at
or
all.
bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's best we leave very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. And while we're on the way out, I'm going to cast a ceremony on the body of the Revenant just in case to make sure it doesn't come back anytime soon.
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
Oh,
Or is
then I
it-
can't do it.
or is
No,
it
that's
an
for
hour?
if it's ritual. That's for ritual.
Yeah.
Let me see what. Let me double check my sheet. And see
Man,
what
if you
it says.
can bang that out in like a minute, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Okay.
That's not a bad tactic.
Casting time. Yeah, I can't do it. Casting time's an hour.
Oof.
Yeah.
I do not think we have our.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're leaving then?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I head out the tunnel and right up to the top of the water onto the shore.
Okay. So I am going to bring you guys back to the map of Amphil. And as you emerge,
there it goes.
All right,
Back.
Jennifer's got to pop out for a sec.
okay.
Apparently, her audio was not kicking in once again.
Uh-oh.
As you emerge out of the horse pond, you see most of the village, even though it's the middle of the night, all standing there, and they cheer for you as you come out. Yes, the heroes of Amphil. You have done it. You have vanquished whatever was down there, and people are cheering like that. And you see,
no, it was nothing. But if you must give credit, give it all to Sarek here.
Hey,
you also see Cirrus. You see Criven looking quite concerned and waving you over. The Criven, who is the proprietor of the Ragged Flagon, as more commonly known, the Staghorn Flagon.
I'll vaguely wave to the crowd and walk over to Criven.
To give Sarah some space, I'm just going to start using various illusions, minor illusions, and silent illusion to create sort of this phantasmal representation of the battle, and I'll go ahead and orate it, and I'll show like how awesome Bjorn was and how awesome Boja was, and of course Cirrus is the most awesome of all, just doing all kinds of crazy things.
I did take out the Revenant.
While he is doing this, Bjorn is just milking the crowd, just loving the praise.
we saw huge flashes of light coming out from underneath the water, and we knew that battle had been joined. You have to tell us all about it. The Staghorn Flagon is open. Come, we'll toast you.
Yes. Let's. I will bring Light Show with me, and you can see all the wonderful things that were achieved and all the terrible dangers we face down below. Oh, undead who you kill, but they do not stay dead. They keep coming back. Oh, it's most terrifying. I am merely a frightened little rabbit, mind you. I am so glad to be in the company of my brave adventurers. I am not so brave as Sarek, but hey, I contribute. I tell the tale. I am almost a bard.
Yeah. Give a few rounds of beer to Bjorn. I think he earned it.
Yes, it's definitely Miller time for Bjorn.
Yeah.
As you go up to Criven, you see that there are several of the Lord's guards around him, and they're speaking to him, and he looks quite concerned. Criven leans into you, and he's like, two gentlemen or two individuals came up to the stallion as soon as the whole town began noticing you were fighting down there, and my boys saw someone go into the stallion. They followed him, and one of my boys is dead on the outskirts.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
I think we may know what they were after, but it's still a little too early to be sure.
But here's the thing. The other boys leaped on one of them and beat one of them unconscious. They captured somebody.
Ooh.
Those clever
I think
boys.
Have you gotten him to talk?
Well, that's why I wanted to wave you over. The Lord is quite concerned because one of the boys is dead, and the guards have found this, and they also found the unconscious person. They've taken him into custody. He's in Mother Gorthel's now. They're holding him there in preparation of taking him to the manor or delivering him to Waterdeep, but I thought you should know.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, that sword that you are engaged to retrieve was cursed, so
yeah,
you might.
It is an evil sword that raises the dead. You do not want this anywhere near you.
I will say this. I didn't expect any of my boys to get killed. So you keep the money as payment because I want you to kill the bastards responsible for killing one of my boys.
I think we will do our best to make sure that there is justice done in this matter.
Sorry for your loss, Criven.
Yes. Yeah,
My axe was
Thank you.
just talking about craving justice.
I need to go talk to a family, but I thought I should let you know before I go do that. Good luck.
Thanks.
Enjoy the festivities. I need to go. I'll be gone until the morning. His family lives out a little ways from town on a farm, so I'll be back.
Be safe.
Be careful. It is dangerous out there, especially if it seems like people are moving in very with subterfuge. Trust me, I
He
want.
nods, and as he walks off, you see several people that you hadn't seen before, but it looks like a very strong, capable half-orc and a very muscular half-elf following him at a rather respectful distance, both of them well-armed as he moves away.
All right.
Oh, there she is.
I guess we're going to go to Mother Grothel's.
Okay.
Unless anybody has any other
What?
ideas.
Right now,
Nope,
the rest
I'm
of
down
your
with that.
companions, at least Who Done It, and I thought Bjorn were headed to the Staghorn Flagon.
Yeah, me
So-
and Bjorn are at the flagon, and while I'm telling the story, I'm like extolling Bjorn's virtues of like being untouchable in combat. So while he's drinking, I'm trying to encourage people to attempt to hit him and show like how fruitless it is. And it's a great game for me to see Bjorn try and drink while random strangers are trying to slug him.
Hold
So-
on, I'm not Balder. I don't want to do this.
Well, these are not
Just
shooting
not.
like arrows
Just
made of
do it.
mistletoe at you.
That's right.
You move very
So-
well for a man of your bulk.
Do you guys want to let them know before you go to Mother Gorthel's, or are you just going to head over to Mother Gorthel's?
I think we should. Yeah, I think we should let them know.
Should let them know.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
'cause I'm
thing
not really
says
trusting
Jen's
anybody right now.
devices are not connected. I don't know if you can tell her that or what.
Yeah, she had to reboot her phone. Like apparently all these notifications were popping up and screwing things up.
Oh,
Oh,
I know
okay.
Okay.
I can't add her to the stream, and she's back here. That's all.
Oh, Jen, it says your devices are not connected for some reason. She said crash. She's trying to get back up. I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now-
Yeah, if Bojai needs to do some prayers in the meantime, I think that would be fine.
So do you how do you let them know? Or are you just gonna like subtly let them know and then head over to Mother Gorthel's while they're entertaining everybody and keeping everybody occupied over here?
Telepathically, maybe, sirs?
I'll connect to Bjorn and Who Done It psychically and let them know what we've learned,
Okay.
and that we're going to speak to someone.
I'll let Cyrus know. I was like, okay, understood. Yeah, I will keep attention here at tavern for as long as I can.
Perhaps I should hold off on the drinking as well.
Maybe you might want to keep an eye and see what goes on over there, because it does seem like shady people may be traveling. Maybe there's someone at the end that might know something.
Will do.
Anything's possible.
So Lord Breathor notices that you're heading towards Mother Gorthel, and his guards kind of step back a little bit, and he walks towards you and he's like, come, we need to have a discussion and talk about what has happened and lay, what is the saying they say in Waterdeep? Lay all our cards on the table.
Sure.
Very well.
Okay.
So he walks into Mother Gorthel's, and you see Mother Gorthel is there. Diara is not there. She's somewhere in the back, presumably, or she's sleeping. Laid out on the floor is the body of a young boy. It looks like he has been stabbed multiple times. He looks to be about 9 or 10. And his body is covered by a cloak, but you could see that there's still bleeding and everything going on.
Damn.
Next to him is a strange...
I say a prayer for his soul.
Next to him is a strange sight. And Eleuthria, you immediately recognize that it is a deep gnome. and he
Now
is
that is
clad.
interesting.
He is clad all in black, and is wearing a yellow badge on his tunic, similar with the same symbol that you have seen now multiple times.
So apparently, this is a deep gnome, and he, for some reason, seems to be in league with the cultists that we have found, or the organization that is behind a lot of the wickedness that we have seen lately. This is not an accident.
These cultists, they killed this boy.
Briathor sits there and he looks between the two of them. He looks very serious. He's like, "It appears so. The other young lads, I've sent them home to their families, and I'll be dealing with them and with Criven at a later time. But they informed me that they were watching the stallion to see if someone picked up a certain note. I don't have a problem with this. However, it would have been nice if we had known that possibly more bad people were coming into our town, though I should have foreseen it. However, these young lads took it upon themselves to go after them, and the two that they were after ambushed the boys, killing this one. To the lads' credit, they captured this, whatever it is. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And the other one escaped. He headed north.
Was he another gnome like this man, or was he someone else?
The gnomes didn't say. They said that, well, what they said made no sense at all. They said it was some sort of humanoid, a human-looking person, but that he had the wind in his hair, and he had a strange-looking skin.
What are you trying to say, Jen? We're not hearing you.
Yeah. And I missed the last couple of things that Ned said.
You're breaking up, Jen.
Can y'all hear?
Yep.
Oh, we did for a second there.
It's
Nope.
still choppy, sweetheart.
So while Jen's still working on that, I'll say again that he said that the boys said that it wasn't another creature similar to wasn't another creature similar to this one, but that it was something strange, a humanoid-looking creature. But they said that it had wind in its hair and strange color skin as it fled to the north.
Strange colored skin, interesting. Yeah, I'm beginning. The deep gnomes would suggest that there is something to do with the Underdark involved. If the Underdark is somehow in league with these people, then times truly are dark these days.
What's the gnome doing while we're standing here talking to one another?
He's still unconscious. He got the crap kicked out of him by these kids. So
I'm gonna. Cirrus will gently lift its head up and not like slap him hard, but try and wake him up.
Kind of moans and rumbles back and forth, and then looks up at you. And he's got a look of defiance on his face. A look of defiance on his face as he sees you, and he's like,
Oh, you big, brave Swervnibling, killing children in human villages. We're terrified.
I pull out my axe.
You're the tavern right now.
Yeah. Well, then I summon my pack weapon, and I decide to be the bad cop on this one.
I'm not. I have a particular issue with people that do things to children, especially young boys. As some really bad stuff happened to me as a child, so I am really inclined to take vengeance here.
He's kind of
well, I mean, if you want to get over here from the tavern, you can do that.
All right, I head on over there.
So, Whodunit continues to entertain the people, and Bjorn, you find a chance during the telling of the story to slip out, and you head on over to Mother Gorthel's, and and it's late. People are starting to, they've had a couple rounds and they're starting to filter out. So eventually Whodunit and Boja could mosey on over when they want as well. But Bjorn, as you get there, Cirrus is bringing around the deep gnome, and he's starting to wake up, and he's staring around, looking around, and your surprise is that he's got a defiant look on his face, and he has yet to say anything. He's just sitting there looking at you all defiantly.
Let me split that look right in half. Any objections to me killing this bastard?
Well,
that depends on him. If he's willing to say talk, perhaps I might decide to stop him. Maybe. But I really am not inclined to do that. So you better give us a reason for me to stop him, because I want to take vengeance on you.
Lord Briathor clears his throat. Gentlemen and lady, he is the prisoner of the Lord's Alliance, and believe me, he will be executed in due time, but it'll be executed due to our laws.
Can your law involve me putting my axe in his head?
If you wish to receive a commission as the executioner for his execution, most definitely.
I would be pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
So far he is not prolonging his life. I would suggest, and I look to him, that you give us a reason to stop the wheels of justice from moving that way.
Seems to me the Lord has already said that I'm going to die, and I'm prepared to die for the great elemental. And he stops himself.
What you don't know is how
tell
long
us more of this
it can
great
take
elemental
for you to die. Especially if I'm in charge of killing you. Do you have any idea how long I can draw that out? I'm just saying.
He can make it very painful, I assure you.
You'll find out in due time. Holy wind, unholy wind, take me into your arms.
I kick him in the face.
Kind of takes it, spits out a tooth, and he laughs.
Bjorn, a moment, if you will.
I'm seriously just curious about the Lord's reaction to Bjorn kicking a prisoner in the face.
He is not looking very pleased, but he's not doing anything to stop it either. He's kind of watching, seeing what results.
Let us try perhaps a more interesting approach, shall we? Whodunit's going to go over there and kind of crouch down a little bit to get on an eye line with the gnome. Little man, most of the time I have no trouble with gnomes, but I have known one or two who are very unpleasant like yourself, capable of many heinous acts. They taught me a great deal, they and their companions, about, for lack of a better word, inhumanity. Let me share some of my teachings, their teachings with you. With that, I will start going through. I will use my invocation to cast silent illusion or a silent image. And as he's watching, my eyeballs liquefy and fall out of my head like viscous tears. And from the sockets start erupting just maggots, tons of maggots. My mouth gapes open, the jaw unhinging, fangs growing. My body splits open and guts spill out and hit the floor. Claws grow, ears punching through the top of the hat, becoming ragged and bat-like.
All right. So all of the pleasant stuff. So.
Yeah.
The pleasant stuff.
How much more do you wish to see before we start in earnest, little man?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
All right.
On and you can take an advantage on that one.
Yes. Let's see. Intimidation.
14. Oh, what? Wait, what's
22.
22?
22.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, advantage. That's right. 22.
At first, he's sitting there and looking very stoic, but as it continues for a few minutes, he starts to shake, and then he's like, "No more, no more, no more! I thought that the Earth was bad."
This is only beginning, little man. I can show you so much more. I have a lifetime of experience with the horrors from beyond the dark and the grave. I can show you things that will shrivel you in your skin.
I thought Dark Earth was horrible. I give.
I will restore myself. Then talk before I change mind. And I'll step back.
What is it you want to know?
What your insides look like.
Start with the great elemental, and why you were here.
I worship. I don't know a lot. I've only just recently come over from Earth into Wind, but I was at the temple, and we worship the great elemental of Wind, who will come back and rule all of them.
You are from the Underdark. What part?
I have not lived in the Underdark for many years. I was originally a slave here in the mines to the Duergar, who then, when they joined the Temple of Black Earth, brought me there. Eventually, I escaped and got away from the Black Earth, and I joined the Howling Hatred. I wear their symbol proudly.
What can you tell us of the Howling Hatred?
Oh, the Howling Hatred. They welcome me with open arms as we plot against earth, air, and water. We will be the true.
StreamYard, or if it's my phone.
What was that, Jen?
I was talking with her about our technical issues, and all of a sudden she popped back in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Noam. Did you just say that you were plotting against earth, water, and air?
Earth, air, and fire. Or earth, water, and fire, yes.
We too hate water.
And not the band either.
So what's the Howling Hatred's interest in Amphail?
We're trying to promote ourselves here, to take over the town and the valley, the Desert Valley. If we take over the town, air can bring our blessings to the village, but first they must be seen to show the true faith to air, to the great element of air, to the Temple of Howling Hatred. And
where can we find the Temple of Howling Hatred?
I cannot tell you that.
Why?
Cannot or will not?
I cannot. If I do, much worse than death awaits me.
Huh. Well, I can guarantee you your life will not be pleasant if it's here.
I'll take another step towards him again.
I can teach you so much about what is much worse than death, little man. About the death that lingers and walks and crawls and hungers forevermore. Would you like to know these things?
I have sold them.
I can teach you very well.
You can threaten me all you want, but eventually I will meet them in the afterlife.
No, not if I have my way with you. You will never reach afterlife. You will stay here a husk, and you will rot, and you will shamble, and you will suffer for eternity. I will steal you away in a tomb, and you will stay there and decompose, but never dying, and you will remain in present mind, knowing your fate.
Lord Briathor is beginning to look a little concerned.
I'll kind of like turn towards him and like just kind of like give him a little wink.
He He looks between all of you, but then he kind of motions with his hand to keep going. But he's looking a little concerned about all this.
No, what was your interest in Jacqueline D'Antonio?
I didn't know Miss D'Antonio. I'm just simply a runner. I come out and I run back and forth with my companion to pick up messages or to go to various places around the Deseret Valley and to deliver messages and see how things are going to bring them back to my superiors. Seems like he was about to say something else.
And what message were you sending or delivering?
We were told to expect a message from Jacqueline and the stallion, and we found it. We found it. We're leaving the village when we were beset by these boys.
And
tell us about your companion.
Well, what about him?
What was he?
He kind of thinks for a moment whether he wants to say it. He's like, he is Ganassi.
Well, that's just
Ganassi. A Ganassi of wind, I would assume.
Yes. He is one of those blessed, a child of wind. I have not been blessed. I'm a child of earth, but still they welcomed me into their ranks.
Anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, who are you going back
my
to?
My axe still has a few.
What? What's that?
Who?
I am beginning to think that we would be doing him a favor by killing him, Bjorn.
Oh, well, I don't want to do that.
No, definitely don't.
He doesn't need his limbs, right? How about his legs? He don't need his legs, right?
I'm sorry. Lord Briathar kind of steps forward. He's like, gentlemen, we don't torture here in Waterdeep in the Lord's Alliance.
You don't have to. We would be glad to do it for you.
Yes. Let us not torture anyone, Bjorn. That would be taking it too far. We will allow the law to drag this out as long as possible. And then if you want to have the satisfaction of killing him as his executioner, you can drag that out too.
It won't be long. He will be tried as soon as we're done here and will be executed within the hour.
Can I pull the Lord aside for a moment if you'll let me?
Sure.
My Lord, please forgive the ethics. But know that everything I have done is just a matter of showmanship. I am not a wizard, but a magician. I perform illusions and I do stage magic. That is what you would call back there a bluff. It's meaningless. I can do none of those things. I cannot seal him away forever in undead skin. But I play mind game, yes?
Lord Briathor leans in and he goes, I understand that. But you have to understand that my guards are here and Mother Gorthel, and this is a simple village with simple people. And I am, while not as worldly as some in Waterdeep can understand what you are doing, but here, rumors and speculation run wild. Right now, you are the heroes of this village, but were they to begin talking about threats such as the ones you have leveled and it got out, it would not be good for you, for the village, or for myself. I want to get this matter resolved as quickly as possible, if you understand what I'm saying.
Indeed, my lord, indeed. And if your guards
that is fair, I say under my breath.
If your guards need reassurance, perhaps you, in conjunction with myself and others, can let them know that these are tactics.
I have no, and I will say very, very quietly, I have no intention of doing anything that the Lord's Alliance would find disfavorable. I have no intention of torturing him, and I have no intention of slaying him without due process. But we do need him to talk.
I will keep my guard.
And I wouldn't actually kill him without the permission of the party.
And Mother Gorthel, she's seen some, so she will keep. But I just a word of warning, because, like I said, this is a simple village with simple people, and it's better not to get their more superstitious side aroused.
No, we understand, my lord. We have
Oh,
earned goodwill here,
perfectly
and we
reasonable.
do not wish to damage such a thing.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. The gnome is kind of looking back and forth, and he's beginning to get used to what's going on, and that defiant look is starting to creep back into his face. He's like, the wind shall prevail. It's like, and it would be best for all of you if you eventually give in and join the wind, because the wind will dominate the desolate valley and lead you all to the elemental eye.
I might be able to muster.
No,
up the
first
wind
you will
for
face
you.
First you will face the light for what you have done, and you will face your own demons, and then you will find, once your life is done, that you will not be going where you think you are. And I almost feel sorry for you for your delusions.
Oh, I don't feel sorry for him. He's going to be executed as a prisoner because he couldn't take on a group of little boys while his companion in this group that he has such faith in ran off.
Oh, that is a good point. How do you think the wind will
He
reward that?
is. I will say quietly, or telepathically, I think that what's going on with him is that this is someone who was taken, who had nowhere to go, who was desperate for something, and he was brainwashed by the cult. It is their masters that need to be brought to justice.
He kills children. He gets no sympathy.
No, the law can handle him. Absolutely, I think he should be face the judgment for what he did, and I have no intention of stopping the Lord's Alliance from executing him if that's their decision.
Do I have to sign up for this executioner commission? How do we work this out?
Thor looks at you and goes, Master Bjorn, the village of Amphel, of which I have been duly commissioned to represent on behalf of the Lord's Alliance in Waterdeep, is in need of an executioner to execute a prisoner. It has come to my attention that you may be interested in this commission. Is this true?
Yes.
Very well. Then he finds
He even has his own axe.
He finds a seat and he sits down on it, and the guards flank him on the other side. He's like, prisoner, you've been charged with capital murder of one of the young lads of Amphel. How do you plead? Prisoner looks around and says nothing. By your silence, I take then that you plead guilty, having heard the testimony of those who saw the foul deeds that you and an unnamed companion did upon these children, and that you slayed one of them within the towns of Amphel in my jurisdiction. I then proceed to pronounce you guilty, and you will be executed forthwith in the town on the stallion, where you should be bent over, your head put on a block, and removed from your body forthwith by the executioner that I have commissioned to do the job, Master Bjorn. Master Bjorn. He looks at you, Bjorn. He goes, "Is this acceptable?"
It is very acceptable.
Then, by the commission of the Lord's Alliance, the standard fee of 25 gold pieces for being executioner, and the pardon of our Waterdeep through the Charter of Waterdeep is given to you for the commission of capital offense within the town of Amphel, because you are acting on my behalf, on behalf of the Lord's Alliance, and on behalf of the town of Waterdeep. Deliver the prisoner to the stallion. Have the town call, announce to all that an execution will take place, and that those who wish to witness it should come forward. Master Bjorn, prepare yourself. Would you like to be hooded, or do you prefer to go as you are?
I will go as I am.
Very well.
The proud slayer of children.
Yeah.
Guards.
I will act as his second. I will watch.
Yes.
From behind the guards, so that the guards can't see me and get spooked anymore, I will use Mask of Many Faces, and I literally appear as a Grim Reaper looking down on the gnome.
The gnome kind of like
Loja would like to look at the gnome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she will look at him and bend down and say, "May Sarah and Ray greet you with the judgment you deserve."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
By
kinda listens
and
to all the-
by your own choices, does Ellestrade condemn you? Go to the 9 hells.
The guards pick up the gnome. Each of them have a hand underneath his
All right. I'll switch back before they can see me.
his arms, and they kind of drag him out, and he doesn't resist at all. Meanwhile, out in the town square, you hear the town criers yelling out, "Come, seek, all of ye of the town of Amphill. A prisoner shall be executed this night." And people begin trickling out, unsure of what's going on, but you hear a murmuring in the crowd as people begin to realize that a young boy has been killed. And another set of guards actually bring out the young boy, his body wrapped up now and prepared.
Ooh.
And they lay him before the prisoner as they put him on the block. Young Taron of the town of Amphill has been brutally slain by this creature, and he shall be executed for his crimes. Accepting commission as executioner for these crimes is Master Bjorn, who shall carry out capital sentence forthwith. Hold on for a second. Let me shut the door because my neighbors are now mowing the lawn. So hold on.
At this time of night? Oh, wait, it's day for you.
Yeah, it's only 4 o'clock over here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like. No, I wouldn't be on the stage.
All right.
Never mind.
And people start to gather around, and a corridor is formed for Bjorn to be able to walk towards the prisoner, who has been roped, his hands tied behind his back, and his body leaned over the block with his head forced downward so his neck is exposed with a basket underneath it for the head to fall into.
Cirrus
Master-
is just going to hang back and keep an eye on the crowd.
Okay. Master Executioner, execute your commission as you see fit.
All right.
Have fun.
I bring up my axe and I bring it down like I'm gonna do it really, really hard, but I only do it about halfway. Oh, sorry, I didn't make it quite through that time. I'm gonna have to do it again.
Oh,
Good warning shot.
Oh. Talk about a hack job.
Looks down, disappointed and upset, but meanwhile people are kind of cheering, blood spurting everywhere, and with the second strike you take his head off and it falls into the basket. People let out not a cheer, but a collective appreciation for the sentence carried out. And after it's done, everyone gathers up and they pick up the body of the young boy and start escorting him to the barrows, holding him aloft. Several people, it seems to be a town tradition, as they move, torches lit towards the barrows to do the burial. You see, they seem to be moving in the same direction Criven did when he was moving out to the farm where his parents, his family lives. So,
All right.
it's if you don't follow them, it's quite eerie because almost the whole town leaves and the whole town is deserted as they all move in unison. The whole members of the town,
Yeah.
and you're left there in the middle of the town square by yourselves.
I will actually follow. I'm a
Yeah.
stranger.
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
make sure that they're taken care of.
Cirrus is going to go to the flagon and get a drink.
Okay. The flag is completely
Get one
empty,
for Bjorn.
so you have your run of the place. You can do whatever you want, Cirrus. So
Just going to grab a mug and get some mead and sit down.
So it's a good 20-minute walk, and they all begin chanting a song it's almost like a funerary rite, and it's haunting here in the dark with the torches lit and small amounts of mist coming through the air as they sing for this boy. And then eventually they come upon a small farm. There's potatoes and carrots growing and a few cows milling about. And there's Criven with a young couple there. And there's several children that have come out and they're looking sleepy-eyed. And the body is laid there and the mother comes and embraces her child. And eventually the crowd, if they sing a few hymns, and then they take him up to a small family barrow up above the homestead there where he's entombed.
In the meantime, while all this is going on, I will sing play a funeral song on my flute for him. Trying
Actually,
to keep it appropriately somber
I was going to do something
and
similar.
celebrating his life
I was going
and,
to
and honor and giving his soul to Elstrade.
Okay, what were you going to say, Jeff?
Yeah, I was actually planning on doing something similar. I'll doff my hat and put it over my heart, and I will sing my own mournful song in Sylvan. It's something I picked up exploring the Winter Court.
Bjorn is smiling and cleaning the blood off his axe.
Well, yeah, I guess you did that good deed for him.
As the boy is delivered into the barrow and the family reemerges, Lord Breathor, as though he knows this, unfortunately has had to do this several times before, the funerary rites that seem to be unique to this town, comes out and he goes, "We being a small village, each loss here is felt keenly and deeply, but this one more than most, as he was so young. Since we are small and we are isolated, but we are strong in our community, we have no cleric, no priest who could say the rites, but our collective faith and our communion together sends him on his way. And so we know that the gods look down upon us and will escort this boy to the afterlife. May he rest in peace and join his God or his gods in the afterlife and a much better life." And he bows his head, and everybody bows their head together.
I will bow my head in respect.
I will do the same, and then I will also say, if you want me to give him a proper funerary rite according to the gods, I can do that. And my friend here, and I've looked to Borgia as a cleric, and if she is willing to help us as well, I will. We can do that for her. We can do that for your son.
And I'll step up. We are glad to assist in this time.
The family, he looks to the family, and the family look for a moment and think about it and then nod. He said, "Please, if you would be willing."
Yes, well, we would be more than happy to. I dedicate this to Elstrade, and we do whatever's required of the rite.
And you find out
and to Sarah and Ray as well.
In the past, when there was, as you talk to Lord Breathor, that basically what was done was what you were going to do in the temple, which is a ceremony spell was cast on the body, in the past. So to keep keep the dead from rising from the barrows. So
this is a wise practice.
Yeah. Yes, I entirely approve of that. So yeah, one of us can do that. We both know ceremony, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
It seems that
I will step up and do ceremony.
Okay. No offense to the to Illustra, to Eleuthera, but it seems like most people are more comfortable with the cleric of light doing it. So
I actually agree with that.
So as you conduct
I will
the
help.
ceremony,
I will be her assistant in this.
So Boja, as you conduct the ceremony along with the Eleuthera, it seems that the people are very moved by this, and they, even though this has not been done in many a year because there has been no cleric in this small village, they still know the words and follow along, uttering the proper prayers and recitations as you do that, and even praising Saren Ray as you invoke Saren Ray in this particular ceremony as you're going through it, and Eleuthera, but your goddess as you're speaking as well. And both of you feel the blessings of your respective goddesses flowing through you as you do this. Each of you could take inspiration for that.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Very nice.
And as the ceremony ends, there is a visible sign of, as Boja begins to glow slightly just for a second, and a stream of moonlight, one single beam of moonlight comes down and strikes the barrow before it dissipates as well. And all of the
Yeah, I think illustrate as this happens.
Yeah. All the symbol gasp a little bit and then bow their head and then begin to disperse, moving back towards the village.
I head back to the tavern. I'm gonna drink.
You're gonna join Sirs for a drink.
Yep.
The gods show their favor, and Bjorn's like, all right, time for a drink. So.
I kind of like move over to Luthria and Boja and wonder. Truly, we are blessed to have the two of you in our company. This was a good and proper thing you have done. And these people...
It seemed only right. We put him in danger.
Yeah. It is fair what you say, but again, there cannot be a lessening of what has been done here, and these people will remember. And perhaps, with inspiration, someone might come and answer the call of the need of a priest of this small haven.
I truly hope so. This place certainly needs divine help of some sort.
And I will
Especially
bow
from
with
such
it, and I will
beings as
step towards the
elementals.
parents.
What were you going to say, Jen?
I said I will nod my head to both of them in agreement, and I'll step towards the parents.
Okay.
And I will say, I hope this gives you some comfort. Sarah and Ray, it's giving you some peace.
Thank you.
Yes, the blessings
Thank
of
you so
moonlight
much.
be upon you.
No offense, but I think that our family is going to go back inside and celebrate Tavin in his own way, but we cannot thank you enough for what you've done for our boy this evening.
Peace
I should drink to his
Glad
memory.
that I could help.
Peace to you, and you have my condolences.
As you so, do you move back into Amphill, back towards the Staghead Flagon?
Yeah,
Right.
I am.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
As you begin moving in there, you see that the body of the dead gnome has been thrown to the outskirts of the village, and the town dogs have been released and are feeding on the body.
Nice.
Appropriate.
This town is messed up.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm like the only one who's probably like not looking at it with a little bit of concern. Like, yeah, that seems a little bit extreme even for me.
He got off light as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
All right. So the tavern is completely empty. Criven has stayed with the family out there at the moment. So you go back to find Cirrus is sitting calmly in the Staghead Flagon drinking some mead. Bjorn has arrived a few minutes before the rest of you did and has joined Cirrus and is drinking some something. I don't know. He probably found some drink to drink. And
but I'm covering it. I'm protecting it because I'm afraid somebody's going to change it again.
Yes. And the three of you walk in, and it's eerie because the whole town is eerily quiet, and there is nobody in the Flagon at the moment. It's just the five of you, all assembled there. So
I'll sit down next to the guys. It was flushed.
I will take our seat. We had a long day.
I was flushed with victory not so long ago. Now I find myself very low in spirit.
You know what's really good for being low in spirit? Spirits.
I was going to ask. No, what is it that weighs on you, my friend?
Oh,
just the violence of the moment. To see one so young cut down in his youth.
Yes,
like
it's so sad, especially it's been, and as someone who has lived a very long time, even more so to see such youth robbed so quickly.
I've seen many horrible things, and yet when I see such things, especially to the young and the innocent, it troubles me greatly. I fear that it is fortunate.
At one time, I would have taken satisfaction from simple vengeance, but it's insufficient. No amount of vengeance can heal such a loss as this.
No, but such things arouse unnatural spirit in myself, and I am glad that so many were present. Or else I might have given in to appetite were I alone with Gnome.
Yes, I think that it is good of you that you recognize this and that you are trying not to give into it.
And friend Bjorn, I must once again commend you that you do bring joy to my heart with your absolute purity of being. I find myself liking you more and more the more time we spend together.
Ah, thank you, my friend. What did you think of that awesome beheading? Was that great or what? I love the half a cut, and then the second one that was great.
And the funny thing is, he probably got hit points from killing him too.
I must find that the sometimes the brutality is appropriate. Mostly, I prefer the clean kill, but in this case, the punishment fit the crime.
It was as close as I
do
could
not
come to
enjoy
torturing.
getting. I do not enjoy going quite so dark as we did before, but such a crime demanded a response.
You know, I have admitted that I have come from a place of great darkness, horror, tyranny of the worst possible sorts, and I come to this place, this Faerun, and it is a place of light and joy, and I left my former profession behind and just became entertainer, and now I find myself being drawn back into to such things, and yet I find that I am also glad that if such is to be my destiny, if indeed we are all children of prophecy, that I find myself surrounded by this particular group. I think you will all be quite good for me.
This is a fine group of people to share prophecy with, and it's like and I kind of raise my glass as if to toast.
Raise my own glass.
I would toast as well.
I will try to use sleight of hand because I am going to mess with Bjorn's drink again.
All right.
Because why not? This actually makes me feel a little better.
What'd you get? Well, that is definitely going to happen. You mess with his drink again. So.
And I definitely didn't see that shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm being floral with my gestures and I kind of sneak it in there, and just for funsies, Bjorn, this time your drink tastes like milk.
I spit it out onto the bar. What is this crap? What is it? You guys always sell me stuff that changes into something else. Can we just get beer that stays beer?
Oh, wait. I know what to do. I've done this before. What silly goose I am. Fixed. I guarantee.
All right, I take a drink.
Tastes like ale once again.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Keep me close to you. I will make sure this does not happen to you. I will fix for you. For you're my good friend, Bjorn.
I can't help but notice this never happened to me until you came along.
Oh, well, I did tell you about my curse. Sometimes bad luck, sometimes good luck.
Okay.
But I fix. If it's my fault, I fix.
All right.
I can do.
Power of that lucky rabbit's foot.
I kind of look down at my peg leg. It's like, fortunately, I have spare.
All right. So, you guys, what do you plan on doing now? It is going to be the late hours of the early morning, or the early hours of the early morning. It is 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning our time. So you can retire to rooms, but it appears that Criven won't be returning until the morning at the earliest, and the inn is silent, and the people of the village have all gone back to their homes to mourn. So you have been left on your own at the moment.
Serious. You have
Yeah.
been quiet. You have been quiet for some time.
That boy was only keeping watch because I asked him to.
It wasn't your fault, Cirrus.
Ouch.
You know, I understand how you feel, but at the same time, you are not to blame. The fault lies entirely with that dome. We didn't know what we were dealing with, and neither did the boy.
True. I'm going to bed.
I'll clap a hand on Sirius's shoulder. Like I'll lean in, and just for you is like, I understand. I'll like lean back out. I do shoulder time.
Yeah.
But when I
Yeah.
get to my room, there is something I want to do now. After everybody else has said what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much left to be done, so I think it's a matter of I'll do my prayer, my sword dance to illustrate I think it's the evensong, and then I will do my trance for the evening, and we'll do the long rest, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Jordan
And
hangs
Visual
out to
did
watch
say
the
she will-
sword dance and then goes up to his room.
And Jen, what were you going to say?
I said Beja will go up to her room for prayer and devotion, prayer for the family, and healing for the town before she goes to bed.
So everybody does their things and eventually moves up to the room. What did you want to do? Who done it? Would you get up to the room?
I get up to the room, and I take out a piece of charcoal, and I draw a circle on the floor, and a number of sigils around it that are in a twisted form of Sylvan. And I will light some candles, and I will put out in a small bowl an offering. I will prick my finger, and I'll squeeze out some drops of blood into the bowl of the herbs and incense and other things before striking a match and lighting it.
Okay.
I reach out to you, my patron. I speak to you, the Baba Yaga, bound by spirit, bound by blood, bound by prophecy. Will you speak with me?
The wind kind of swirls for a moment and then coalesces. The incense and flames and everything forming into a vaguely, it's translucent and vaguely, you can't tell exactly what it is, but you know that it is the symbol of a walking hut. And it's kind of moving, walking around, testing the limits of the circle, and then looks at you and goes, "What is it that you seek?"
I try not to look directly at it, and my hair is all standing on end. There's like a shudder. This place I am now, it is not like place before. It is not even like Court of Ancilia. It's not like Winter Court. It is place of light and possibility, not without danger, I know. But it seems to me that things come, things not of here. I entreat you. Can you give me direction?
Go to Red Larch. Investigate there. There is much going on, and it is hidden from me.
Hidden?
Air, earth, fire, and water swirl in anger and hatred. And all I can see is that Red Larch beckons. There, the eye of the hurricane, the center of the fire, the center of the maelstrom of water, the beginnings of the earthquake, all await you and your party and your souls will be in eternal danger, but glory can be had there as well.
I thank you for this great mother of witches. I will do homage to your will for this boon.
See that you do, and see that you do not lose your way, for there is great evil of a different type, a type that you have never, ever experienced, waiting beyond the threshold of this larch, of which I knew not until you were appointed it to me just this day.
I see, Mother. Thank you once again for your wisdom, your power, and your oversight. And I'll pinch out the candles and break contact.
There's a small implosion as the smoke moves in upon itself, and then it dissipates through the room, and with a small sigh disappears. The smoke actually appearing to say a farewell to you, and in a form of Sylvan that only you would understand, the same form that you wrote, and then it dissipates.
Before I go to bed, I will something I don't normally do, but I feel kind of moved to. I will remove my eye, my arm, and my leg. There's a strange sort of desire, compulsion, need to feel vulnerable at the moment, and that's how I sleep.
All right.
I will have my minions watch over me.
Awesome. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration for that interaction.
Ooh, sweet.
So, actually, Bjorn doing the execution and Cirrus's reflection on the boy dying. Why don't you all take inspiration from that? I think that was really good role play. Good job.
Ah, sweet,
Nice.
sweet.
Awesome.
Cool.
So, the next morning you awake, come down. Criven is indeed returned. His eyes are dark. It looks like they're bloodshot from some tears that have been shed, and it looks like he hasn't gotten much sleep, but he greets you. And breakfast has already been laid out for you, as though he's anticipating you waking up, and he nods to you in greeting and then moves to the back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Kind of nods. He
thanks.
doesn't just seem to be in a very talkative mood this morning, but he goes back there.
Understandable. Imagine the town is still feeling the loss.
Mm-hmm. So, breakfast has been laid out at one large circular table for all of you. The chairs have been laid. It seems that even some of the townspeople have showed up. Fresh flowers have been put there for all of you, and everything. So it seems like the people very much appreciate what you did for young Tavin as you buried him. So.
Yeah, I in appreciation, I will find like one of the best looking ones, and then I will put the flower in my hair.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? You guys are all assembled. You have next steps to take at this point. So.
Well, we're going to go to Red Larch next, but I'm getting my grub on right now.
All right.
How do you guys? While we're sitting eating, I'll confide in the others. I know that we are likely already going to the Red Larch, but I have made the query, and there is indication that we will find much there, much of great danger, but a great deal of there is knowledge to be had to prevail against what is happening in the world. But it will be quite dangerous.
But I am certain that Bjorn will get plenty of glory from it, from what you described.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Just as a side note, Bjorn is like got totally excited hearing you say that.
the word great danger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm certain that Red Larch right now is our best lead. It seems that everything is pointing in that direction. If your patron believes as well that Red Larch is a place of significance, then I think we must investigate.
I'll be warned. When I spoke to the mother, she said that despite even her great power, that goings on there are obscure. She cannot see clearly. So we will be going in only with the knowledge that there is great evil there that can do damage to even the soul.
You spoke
Well,
to
we are
whom?
dealing with Umberly cult and then possibly an elemental cult. It would seem that we are dealing with great powers, if indeed they can block your patient's sight.
To Sirius, I'll say I have a relationship with a being I call the mother. She has lent me a fraction of her power in return for small services here and there. It is of mutual benefit, we shall say. It has kept me alive many times back where I was. Actually, saved my life. Made me for lack of a better term, the man I am today. Without her assistance, I would have been long dead and my life wasted in the service of evil. There were.
I fully understand how that would be. My patron found me in a similar state, not physically dead, but in a place of deep emotional doubt and with nowhere else to go.
You are dark elf, so
yes.
I know not. Rumor is not every great city is inherently evil, but it seems that the majority of Drow are not known to worship nice things.
Many of them are not, and the Spider Queen being the worst of them. But there are others of the Dark Seldarine that are bad as well. My goddess Elistray is the one of the Dark Seldarine who opposes the will of law, and so I follow her.
I really appreciate the polite way in which you said that. Do not worship nice things.
No. They are truly nasty things.
I do my best. I do my best not to.
The Mass Lord, and yes.
Yeah. Try not to be offensive. I try to be diplomatic. It's it's a stagecraft. You learn.
Yes.
Have good rapport.
As someone who
with your
doesn't
audience.
really have that skill, I appreciate it. That's all I'm saying.
That is all right, my friend. You have purity of heart, which indeed I love. It moves me to joy.
As you are talking and eating, Krevin comes out with another bowl of spiced potatoes and sets them down. He goes, "Compliments of the house. I couldn't help but hearing that you are going to be going to Red Larch. It's like, do you know the way along the long road? It's to the north of here."
Oh, thank you. I personally had no idea where it was.
Yeah, I am new to this land, so no.
If you follow
out of character, I did. I don't know that Eleutheria knew though.
If you follow the road north out of Amphale, you'll go by the Rundreth Manor. Past the manor there on the hill, that has been abandoned for quite this while. The Westwood will be on your left. It's a good 2 days journey, maybe 2.5 days by walk. If you ride hard on a horse, you should be able to get there in 1 day. And Red Larch lies there right at the near the beginning of the Sumber Hills. There, it is a crossroads between here and Waterdeep. If you continue farther north, eventually you will get to Westbridge and even Tribor. But yes, Red Larch is right here in the center of the Desert Valley by the Sumber Hills.
Tribor. I think we passed that way on the way to Waterdeep.
Yes. Often.
What kind of town? What kind of town is Red Larch, Criven?
It's bigger than Amphale. It's the kind of town where people who want to do trading or negotiate with traders go. There are people of
quick joking manner, like kind of like nodding out towards where the giant horse head is. So is not one horse town?
No, it's not a one horse town, but it's not a huge town. Not as big as Tribor, and certainly not the size of Waterdeep, of course, but it's bigger than Amphale. There's quite a few people there.
Is there somewhere here we could perhaps rent horses or perhaps a cart?
You would have to talk to some, but I believe that may already be taken care of. You touched the soul of this community deeply last night, and we guard our horses jealously. It is the one thing that we are able to sell to Waterdeep that they value. But I believe, and he looks at Boja, he's like, young miss there could not ride a horse, at least no horse that we have available. So something has been provided for you outside. It's not
please tell me his elephant. That would be so good if his elephant.
I'm afraid it isn't.
A cart could work.
We have given you one of our farm carts, and two sturdy workhorses have been provided and paid for by Lord Breathor. They're waiting for you.
Penelope.
Yes.
I'm afraid they're not the fastest horses, but they will be able to get you there within 2 days to Red Larch as long as you treat them well. They're sturdy and they'll pull you on your way.
Much appreciated. I have skill in driving a cart, so that's perfect for us. Thank you.
There's more.
We really appreciate your help.
There's more.
We have also provided you, those of you that can actually, no offense, Master or Mistress Boja, that is your name, correct?
Correct.
I do not believe that even our large draft horses could hold you, so we have given you this cart. For the four of you, we have also provided horses that you can escort her in the cart as well, if you wish to have them.
I require no horse. I already have mounted.
I would appreciate one.
You will have one of our best horses, whether you wish it or not, Master Whodunit.
I will graciously accept them. I do not wish to offend such civility.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm not quite at the point where I can summon my own steed, so I appreciate that.
So when you guys want to, you can step outside and see what has been provided for you. If you wish.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, that's not entirely true. Now that I think about it, I do have the elf. That's like a 1 in 8 chance.
So
yeah, let's step outside.
Yep, let's take a look.
Besides, we must meet with Lord at some point to collect our earnings for what we have done. Yes.
Yes.
Tethered by the stallion.
Hard won earnings, to be sure.
Tethered by the stallion is a cart. It seems like all of the families of the villages have filled it with provisions and also camping supplies for you all.
Wow.
There are 4 horses, all of them black destriers, war horses, provided by the Lord and paid for. Some of the best horses that were provided by the Lord's Alliance to Waterdeep have been donated by the various families of Amphale for you to be able to use. And the 2 farm horses are chestnut brown horses, incredibly strong, look incredibly powerful, that can pull this cart on its way. So the people of Amphale have expressed their gratitude towards you.
I am humbled by your generosity.
Yeah, I bow in gratitude.
There's no one around. The horses have simply been left there for you. So.
Okay. Okay, I thought we were being sent off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I guess we'll take our horses and go.
Ignore the bird. Follow the river.
You could also, as you are about to go, Lord Breathor walks up and he has a pouch of money that he hands to you. He's like, It's like, as agreed, your payment. And he negotiates with you, and it doesn't negotiate hard on the remains that you have also cleared, and he agrees to pay you the full amount plus a bonus. So he hands it over to you. No problems, no questions asked, and wishes you well on your way.
If
I'm only sorry that we could not save the lives of the adventurers that foolishly walked into that tomb. Please make sure their families are taken care of.
We will. My guards.
If this is permissible to group,
Lord Briathor,
Yeah, well done. What were you going to say, Jeff? Or
if
and then I'll go
this
upstairs.
if this is permissible to group, out of earnings, and you can take it out of my share if desired. I would like 100 coins sent to the family who lost their son.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I will most definitely send that on ahead to them. I have to ask: are there bodies in a state that I should go and get them to receive the bodies, or?
It would be best for all concerned if no one ever goes to the pond again.
Yeah, I would say certainly make sure that no one goes into the tomb that we found inside. It should be sealed. It should be closed off. It is unholy. It is very possible that the dead that we slew may rise again. I would make certain no one goes there.
We will collapse the tunnel then.
That is good.
We appreciate that.
You have time, but make haste.
keep an eye out for this cult. They're likely to try and recruit followers in your town. If that gnome was any indication.
Yeah.
If you can, amongst the Lord's Alliance, find a priest of light of some sort to take up residence here, at least for a time, that would probably be a good thing.
Yes, the tomb was for the consecrated to the dead three, in addition to the elemental cultists that we've already seen, and the forces of Underberly that have been plaguing us. It is very, very possible you'll be dealing with more of these horrible things as long as we are not here to protect you.
I will
and have your guards watch for that symbol the gnome was wearing. We've seen it on military type uniforms.
I know that a group of knights that live around Red Larch have connections with Tyr. Actually, there are two groups of knights, but one of them have connections with Tyr. Perhaps we could get a priest of Tyr to relocate, or an acolyte to relocate out here.
We can look into it while we go there.
Very good. Very good. Well, I will say farewell. Good luck and safe travels to you. I cannot say that everything has been joyous with your coming here, but it is not because of your doings. You have cleared up a mystery, avenged a young child, and have done good work here. I hope all the best for you, and you are always welcome at Amphale. On behalf of myself, the village, good luck. You are true heroes of this town.
Good luck to you as well, my lord.
Yes.
And I hope that
best of luck to you.
I hope that your ambitions will bear fruit.
Yes, well.
I illustrate a smile upon you.
After this day,
My
perhaps
Sarah
it's best.
guide your day.
Perhaps it's best to be a small town lord. I don't know that I would want to handle such things as this all the time, and Waterdeep is a large town that perhaps things like this happening more often.
It is good. This village is where a person like yourself can know everyone individually. You can do great things here.
Yes. My eyes have been slightly open this day, but enough about me. Yes, the Knights of Samular, if I remember, is the group devoted to Tyr, and there was another group. I don't remember what they called them, but there's a spire outside of Red Larch. Look for them. It's a group out of Waterdeep, hunting enthusiasts. They hang out there, or they associate there. You might look at them as well.
Sounds like a plan.
And with that, he takes his leave and leaves you alone with your horses and cart. And you guys can set out if you wish.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
All right. How do you guys want to? Do you guys want to just take a normal, normal amount of time to get there, or do you want to press the horses faster?
Will the way out?
No.
Huh?
Will the way out carry us by the farm of the farm of the people who lost their kid?
No, they're actually in the opposite direction. They live towards the barrows. So.
All right, not going to worry about that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would go normal. Yeah, because I don't want to wear them out, and also we don't know where we're going to be dealing with, and I would rather pace ourselves.
Okay. So then it will take 2 full days for you to get there. So let me check a few things. So you begin traveling the long road, and the morning passes by uneventfully, and you pause, or as you're traveling along, you go ahead and take your afternoon lunch, which has been packed for you, and you eat on the road as you're traveling. Give me 1 second.
I think perhaps I rename you. Yeah. Other names are so plain compared to Mr. Simeon. I think maybe now from on you'll be Mr. Dromedary instead of Mr. Hump.
In the afternoon, as you're traveling up the road, you see another group coming from the north towards you, traveling in the opposite direction. You spot them from a ways off. They don't seem to be hiding their approach at all, but they're about a mile distance coming down the long road as you are going up it. So what do you want to do as they approach?
Hey, Mr. Simeon. Yeah, please go spy for me. Be hidden, of course.
Okay.
Mr. Simeon will fly ahead invisibly and scope things out.
Cool.
You fly ahead, and you see a group of 4. Mr. Simeon reports back to you.
I'll have my senses in Mr. Simeon. I'll just let the camel follow everybody else.
Okay. As he flies ahead, you see 4 creatures, and they're kind of walking. They're all winged. I will show it. Actually, I'll show this to you guys right now.
Okay.
All right.
Can you see this?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Let me.
Oh yes.
Is that an Aarakocra?
Ah,
It is.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what
I'm wondering if they know a guy named Irk.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that Irk?
They are walking down the road. They all seem to be they are fanned out in a formation so they are not spread together, and they're watching the road, and they appear to be patrolling or scouting at the road as they move down.
I want Mr. Simeon to look them over for symbols of Umberly.
You fly around them or slithers around them. No, Mr. Simeon flies around them.
He's a flying monkey.
Yeah, and looks at them. There are no symbols on them at all. They're wearing armor and have each of them is holding several javelins in their hands, and wearing armor that doesn't interfere with their wings. But there are no symbols or badges on their armor at all.
Okay, I'm gonna bring myself back into focus. It's very interesting. Yeah, I'll tell Mr. Simeon to go ahead and come back before I disengage. Is a group of birdmen come this way, but they walk. They do not fly. And they appear to be seeking.
Interesting.
Were they armed?
They were. They are armed and armored. They look like a hunting or war party.
That could be good or bad.
Indeed.
Artist. Yeah,
How do we
there's
plan
nothing
to
going
approach?
on.
We're fighting a cult devoted to the wind, and we suddenly see 4 birds.
That is,
Oh,
that is very possible. We should be very careful around them, or try to avoid them if we can,
this is true.
unless
This
you
is
want to fight them. But I don't want to fight them unless I know, that they're hostile.
If things can take to air and not be so good if we have to fight, our big friend here cannot fly to meet them.
No. But I can shoot them with an arrow.
Yeah.
That is good.
I have a tiefling friend that knew an Aarakocra. Too bad we can't call him.
So, you continue to move up the road.
Should I see if perhaps they have? Did the gnome had a symbol on his outfit? Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I think I'd like to send Mr. Simeon back out and see if they are wearing that particular symbol.
Okay. Mr. Simeon goes back out and once again reports back that there are no symbols on their arms or armor or anything. They're wearing matching armor, so it appears they're part of the same group, but they're not wearing any livery or symbols or anything like that. So,
all right, they do not seem to be wearing a sign of the howling wind upon them like a little man was.
They could be opposed to them too.
Could
But that
be.
doesn't necessarily make them our friend.
No, but they are in our place. Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? How do we approach?
I mean, honestly, we might as well just keep going. It's not like we can hide a cart and 4 horses.
Yeah, and they can
camel.
see it, and they can see us from way far away. I mean, they can fly, and I think they probably have good eyesight.
Would stand to reason.
Yeah.
I tug on one of my ears. I used to have extraordinary hearing.
So
Yeah, I would simply say, like, be ready if anything happens, but let's not do anything openly aggressive.
So you continue traveling up the road. About 20 minutes later, the two groups, you come within easy sight of each other, and they fan out, wary, their wings kind of quivering in anticipation, but one of them steps forward and holds up.
I will, just in case, I would prepare an action.
Okay.
I will have Eldritch Blast ready.
I've already called my sword, but I'm not like drawing it or anything.
One of them steps forward and holds up a hand and speaks in common. Well met.
I stopped the cart.
Well met.
Hail, who might you be, my good friend?
I am Squaw. I'm a member of the Aarakocra clan. I don't think that your language can adequately give rise to what we would call ourselves, but we are out here scouting, looking for some individuals and patrolling the area on behalf of our Lord. Who might you be, and where do you come from?
Yes, I am Lady Eleutheria, and I am a paladin of Ilastrae. These are my friends, the Phandalin Five, and we are just come from Amphail, and we are here to look around through Red Larch, hopefully. We have been told that there's dark doings in that direction.
Who is your
Indeed.
lord?
The Lord of the Sky of this region. He is the Lord of the Aarakocra, rightful ruler of the skies over the Somber Hills, whose domain has been challenged by the foul cult of air and the strange doings of elemental air and evil in these areas in recent weeks. It is for this reason that we have been sent out here to look to make sure that no mischief is being done in our Lord's domain, for we had heard that something had happened recently in this area.
That is a noble cause, good sir. We are investigating something similar. The Wind cult murdered a young boy in Amphale, and we need to find out what the connection is in Red Larch.
Can you describe the people that you're looking for?
Actually, we are looking. Our Lord was tasked with, as Lord of the Air, it is his job to do the scouting in this area when somebody goes missing. We have been told that the caravan from Mirabar has disappeared, was ransacked in this area or somewhere between Red Larch and Amphale, and so we have been out searching for weeks, but have yet to be able to find it. Have you heard anything of this, or seen these people, or seen this caravan?
Well, can't speak
How
to
long
the
ago did they
caravan, but
disappear?
Do what?
Yeah, do we want to tell
How
them
long ago
about
did they
the
disappear?
thing we found?
Oh, she was saying how long ago did they disappear?
It has been weeks. My Lord did not tell me exactly, but we have been looking for several weeks. Me and my fellow Erie mates have been searching all around the Somber Hills and from Red Larch out to the east, west, north, and south, and we have yet to find it. Although, in truth, I must admit to our great shame, we did not take the reports very seriously until recently. We've been dealing with so much more. There have been strange goings on in the air in the Somber Hills and around Red Larch for a while now.
Do you think this is like turning to the others? Do you think this is the remnants of caravan we saw?
Probably. That would be my guess, especially since they talk about Mirabar.
That would be
If
my
it's
guess
who
as
we
well.
think if it's a caravan is what we think you're referring to, the people that waylaid them came from a barrow to the east of Amphale. They were occupying a dwarven's compound beneath the barrow. We cleared it out a few days past. But there may be remnants of that group that's still active that we can't account for.
Well, then perhaps we should continue south to Amphale, and we will look into this to ourselves. Thank you for your information. Is the Lord? Oh, what's his name? I just forgot his name.
Lord Briathor?
Yeah, is Lord Briathor still the one who rules there in Amphale?
He does.
Yes. Yeah, we saw him earlier today.
Use a gentle hand. The town has recently gone through a tragedy.
Yeah. He is a good man and living in a harsh time.
He has always been a friend to our Erie. We will go and offer him our aid and look at this barrow for ourselves. We thank you.
Good journey to you, people of the area.
You have given us
Before
great.
I also tell him there was one that escaped us, and I'll describe the father.
The Alpha Knoll, father of Utah.
Alpha Knoll.
Yeah, and we can also tell him about Jacqueline, because I don't think that we're done with her.
Yeah, throw that description out there just in case.
Yeah.
Do we?
You can never be done with one so treacherous.
I will inform our Lord immediately, and he speaks to one of his companions, who immediately takes to the skies, flying northward. He goes, I will also provide you with some information. Be on the lookout. The Desert Valley has been calm and civilized for many years, but things have become wild in recent months. And it is not a safe journey along the long road or anyway in the Desert Valley anymore. Orcs are on the rise and other normal monsters, but there are even more evil doings going on. As you have already attested to, you have met some of those people. We saw some individual skulking north late last night, but let him go. We had no reason to waylay him, but he was moving with great haste towards Red Larch.
Was he a Winjanasi?
We did not investigate that closely. It was just a solo traveler on the road, but solo travelers on the road are rare these days, and so we took note of it.
What were you saying, sir?
I would not be surprised with him. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying the same. He was likely a representative of this cult, the howling hatred that have been troubling your valley.
Howling hatred. we have heard rumors of this. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a torn piece of fabric. He's like, we took this off a body from a battle site fairly close to Red Larch. It's like, does this mean anything to you? And he shows up a piece of cloth with the symbol that you've seen numerous times now.
That is
That's
the symbol of the
symbol
Howling
they
Hatred.
wear. And they're very well organized. And they're attempting to spread the word of their beliefs throughout the valley.
One of their members was captured and executed in Amphale. And I must say, they are most fanatical in their beliefs. It took great encouragement to get him to confess his sins.
All the three who are remaining, their wings twitter in frustration and anger, and they all suck in their breath with a hiss, kind of like a raptor or an eagle. We will go. We will go and see for ourselves. But we thank you on behalf of our Lord for what you have done. It's like, be safe on your journeys up the long road, and may the gentle currents of a good air always keep you, and may the blessings of Erdre Fenya keep you on your way.
The Selmakort smiled its tongue down upon you.
Yeah. May you have a safe flight to where you go, and may Illustrate give you the blessings of moonlight to illuminate your way.
Indeed, thank you. And you two pass each other, and then you continue on. So the rest of the day goes uneventfully, and as night begins to fall, do you go ahead and make camp, or do you continue on?
I say we continue on. I mean, we don't need to rest, right?
Well, we're in the middle of a 2-day trip. Do you want to show up there without sleep?
I don't think I want an extra level of exhaustion. If we
you will get exhaustion if you continue on. So
okay.
Yeah, I would camp. Yeah, and also it's really dark, and you never know what might try to waylay us in the night.
All right.
I would rather do so in a defensible place.
Who wants to take one of the shifts? I'm willing to do it.
It's like, I have trance. I can do a 4-hour thing and then sleep. So
that's what I mean. Somebody else needs to do the other 4 hours. I'm willing to do the other 4 if necessary.
Oh no, you do not want to take all 4 hours of sleep. That will not be enough for you to get proper rest. We can all take turn at watch. This will spread it out so we all may get the rest.
I can I can do 4, and then maybe the 2 of the rest of you can do 2 hours of shift. I don't think that should be too big of a problem.
Okay.
Who will take first watch?
All right.
I'll take first watch.
I will take watch at darkest of night.
Yeah, you have double sight. That makes sense.
Bjorn has wonderful dreams of decapitation.
I love Bjorn so much.
So
he enjoys simple pleasures. Murdering people, decapitating people, beer,
right?
Dwarven spirits.
Going
will
on
volunteer to
best
take
in life.
the one that will start will go through the dawn. The last.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
That sounds good to me.
Rise with the sun, baby.
All right. Who is watching where?
Waiting for the sun.
When?
Sirius will take first watch.
Okay. Who's taking the other watches? Just so I know.
I'll take second watch.
That leaves me with third.
Okay.
Oh wait,
And I'll take the fourth one right that leads into the dawn.
Okay, I'll just share it in the middle of the night, maybe second and third.
The 2 dark vision people hanging out.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
Am I the only one that has waiting for the sun in their head right now?
Oh, nice.
Here comes the sun.
During our time, whodunit's going to be asking Eleutheria things about the Underdark and life there and things like that. Very curious about all that.
Yeah, we can absolutely talk about that. And I do tell them a little bit about what I know of the place and
I'll
how I got to Mithral and all that.
I won't give him the full course thing because
Mhm.
Eleuthery has obviously led a life with a lot of darkness in it. But I will share back that I was for a significant amount of time I was actually stuck in a plane which was filled with mists and undead, and it was ruled over by monsters, like literally, like all of the kingdoms were monsters. Like yes, it's a place of
I have heard
vampire.
tell of a domain of dread that reeks of mist and of foul undead that rule it. But these are legends, and I truly know very little of that particular plane. But monsters and undead are things that I have fought with regularity.
I feel to tell you is no legend. I have lived it.
Mhm.
It is true.
Yes.
What is your
Yes.
passive perception?
What is my passive perception? Let me take a look.
Are you asking for everybody?
No, Bjorn.
Passive perception 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You do have the weapon of warning. Just
Oh
let you
yeah.
know.
Yep.
you
Such a
are
wonderful
sitting
idea.
there on watch and just kind of biding your time, whispering to yourself, thinking about drinking, but no, you shouldn't because you're on watch. And
Yeah, get all the beer away from him while he's on watch.
and then suddenly, as you're sitting there, you think that you hear a crack in the woods, like a snap of woods, some wood being stepped on or something, and then your sword begins to buzz.
I leap to my feet and pull out my axe.
Okay.
Awake, my friend. Someone is approaching.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
I get up.
And
Summon my pack weapon.
let's go to, and I am not doing dynamic lighting on this because it's an outdoor map and that's really a pain to do. So, but
Do we need to roll initiative?
you do in a second as soon as I move you over to the map.
All right.
Very cool. Yeah.
We're going to move this over here.
Yeah.
And let's zoom in on this.
Go ahead and roll some initiative for me.
Okay, I think I rolled one.
Oh, hold on.
I rolled one. Let me do my second one. And then
hold on. I need to clear all the initiatives. So give me just a second. All right, go ahead and roll initiative now. So
Bjorn is not among us.
Bjorn should be there. Is he not
I'm
there?
not seeing him.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll it.
All right, let me put Bjorn on there. He's so dangerous. I did not want him out there.
Because he's Bjorn the Bold.
There you are.
There we are. Yes.
Okay. I rolled initiative.
All right.
But it's not
20.
putting me on.
I am not allowed. It's not allowing me to select him though.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no,
Also
valid.
not on the-
Was selected. It's a 20 though.
God
We're also
bless
not
you.
on the initiative tracker.
Yeah, it's because I didn't do this.
And I can't seem to select
right.
anybody.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Oh man. What is up?
Why does nobody ever say "oh woman" or "oh girl"? It's always "oh man" or "oh boy."
Bjorn.
Because if you say "oh woman," you summon them.
Boja.
All right, I selected my guy. All right.
Yeah,
Gonna
it's
roll
because
some initiative.
I didn't.
Shabam. Oh, and it did my advantage. Awesome sauce. 17.
Hold on, Eleuthery, I'm getting you in a second. Hold on.
All right, no problems.
And then I will give control of the various.
Apparently, I can't move my minions.
Wait a
I
minute.
got-
All right. Okay. Yeah,
I gotta give them control to you. So
Okay.
All right.
Hold on a second. I thought it rolled with my advantage, but that must have been somebody else's roll because Steve, you got your advantage there, but I did not get mine.
All right. Let me try rolling initiative.
So I'm going to try that again. See if I
I
can't
saw
do better than
17.
17.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Okay.
22. 22. That's way
Okay.
better.
Yeah, you're
guess-
definitely going first.
I guess I'll just wait because every time I roll initiative, I do not end up on the order.
With a
Okay.
deuce,
Would you go
deuce.
first?
What's that? Oh, no, I didn't click myself. That's probably the issue.
Yep.
That's what it was. Thank you, sweetheart.
Welcome, love.
Ouch.
And I get really shitty initiative on my fourth attempt.
Mhm.
Hey, it might not be a bad thing. Maybe you're saving your good
Right.
rolls for the combat.
Well,
I've got-
to be fair, like when I'm playing like a little squishy
Yeah.
caster, I do kind of like to be last.
I've got
All right.
Cirrus, Bjorn, Boja, and Who Done It on there. Aluthia, did you roll initiative?
Yeah, I did. It's 20.
Did you? I got to add you in.
Yeah, this was before you worked out my token, so I
Can you
wasn't
ro-
able to select
Can
it.
you roll initiative again, and I'll update it
I'll
to
just-
20. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Now I can move
I
my
can
guys.
absolutely
That's what it was.
Or we
Damn.
can keep it to whatever that
Or we
was.
can you do a 23, whichever one you want.
Oh, wow.
Keep that. So, and then hold on.
Initiate.
Right? He initiated the
Jesus.
shit out of that. I was like, I'm going to initiate. And she said, hell no, get the hell out of my way.
Mm-mm.
And I gotta find a way to get this, like, random encounters to be able to set them up faster. I mean, it's not horrible, but
Yeah, it's fine.
I think Neff's trick was doing it before the game.
yeah, I'm rolling the random encounters as we go. You know,
Right.
So it's like, which is fine, but it doesn't always.
Hey, for the record, I'm not complaining. I don't think anybody else is either.
All right.
Nope,
So,
definitely not.
Bjorn, we will start with you. This is going to be a surprise round because the people sneak up on you, thought they were okay, and then we will go in initiative order. So, Bjorn, you hear a cracking, and then your sword goes off, and instantly alert, you peer off into the distance, and you have dark vision, so you will be able to see that there are a number of large creatures that you have encountered before. You see at least 3 ogres moving towards your group through the woods, and they appear to be fanned out and signaling to each other, and surprised when you pop up and draw your axe. So what do? Your other companions are sleeping at the moment. So,
Oh, wake up, my friends. We have 3 organized ogres approaching us.
okay. And then what else do you want to do? You can act this turn normally as well. So,
okay. Well, I want to make sure everybody's awake. Is everybody up?
Yeah. I'm kind of rousing up as I hear you do that, and yeah, so I'm getting my weapons together.
when we go to initiative order, I will give them a roll to wake up. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's
like
fine.
my little mechanical minions don't sleep. So like Mr. Hiss, if like
Yeah.
Bjorn calls the alert, will definitely wake me up.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm in a trance, so I don't know how I don't think I'm in a deep sleep or anything.
So,
And
is there-
technically, because you gave Eleuthria the 23, she would go before me.
no, this is the surprise round, and you're the only one that's acting because you're the only one that.
Oh, I was awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say your priority needs to be defending us and making sure we don't get hit while we're prone.
So,
All right.
are there any other actions you want to do? So you have yelled out. I gave you that as a free action. You drew your
I'm
weapon.
gonna hold my attack until I see one of them come into my speed range.
Okay, so now we will go to normal turn order. Eleuthria, go ahead and give me a. Let's just do a Constitution check. So
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's not good.
no, this is just to wake up. It's just
Yeah.
Oh, is it
My
because
son's
she's in a
not terrible.
trance?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
All right, let's do that.
I was all a constitution check to wake
Please
up.
wait.
Damn, I've been asleep before, but
Oh,
Oof. That didn't work.
4. Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I was making it really easy, but evidently you really enjoy being in a trance, Luthria. So,
Yeah, I must have been focusing on something in my trance.
so Bjorn yells out, "Oh, wake up! We're under attack!" And Eleuthria is still sitting there, her hands outstretched in a Zen pose, you know, being calm and happy where she is. So, no, Eleuthria.
5 more minutes, Bjorn.
Yeah.
You do have a bonus action.
We have potential enemies organizing and talking to each other, approaching us as if they're potentially even soldiers or trained or something. This is not just some random encounter.
Bjorn, you're up. Your turn.
All right. I'm still holding my action until everybody wakes up. I can't just leave everybody unprotected here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have set up dynamic lighting real quick, but you know, you guys, if you can try and you can see with your normal vision, you know what's going on. So if you want, I could set up the dynamic lighting real quick, but if not, you know what you could see and what you can't see. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
yeah,
I mean, the question is, did we have a campfire going for the night?
you would. So you would have.
So our night vision impaired people will have some sort of light.
Yeah, it would take me a couple minutes, but I could do the lighting real quick if you want. But it's up to you.
It's not
Nah, I
necessary.
think we're good.
Okay. Next is then so Bjorn is holding his action, holding his axe. Cirrus. Yeah.
Ouch.
Nope.
Jesus.
What did you get?
It's like my party has suddenly
A
turned into
6.
teenagers.
Cirrus, that's actually good enough. You wake up. Groggy, but you wake up. So
Looks like the target number is 5 or better.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe
unless
Eleuthia
it's
rolled a 4
clear.
trying to wake up.
Yeah, that I can't believe that either. I went too zen apparently.
This is what
Right.
happens when a drow adapts to the daylight instead of the night.
Yeah. I think probably it was because I was focusing my hex warrior on my sword or on my talon.
So
Cirrus will also hold until one of them moves closer.
okay.
Have they not moved at all?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
You surprised them, and so as you yelled out, they kind of paused, and now it is their turn. So
Oh, okay. I thought they were still walking. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
so one of them moves closer. That would be for Cirrus to go ahead and act.
Okay. I held my action until he came within my speed.
Okay. So
He's
both
within
Cirrus
my-
and Bjorn. So Bjorn, you're up first. You were the first. You're
All right.
higher up, so you can go ahead and act.
I'm running up.
Mhm.
It does he pull out a weapon or do anything when I run up to him?
Oh, they are holding weapons right now.
Okay,
So-
they are already holding weapons. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't. He was like standing there, like, "What are you doing?" And I like, buried my
Hello,
axe.
we're ogre pilgrims.
I was just checking.
He is holding a huge club that's about 6 feet long, and he has 2 javelins strapped on his back. All of them do. So
Okay. All right. Well, we are raging,
okay.
and I'm going to go ahead and I haven't tried this for a little while. We're gonna reckless attack, and I'm gonna do the -5.
Oh,
Oh,
16.
That's a hit.
Yes.
extra damage aplenty.
All right. So that is 21 plus my rage is 23.
So you rush forward and chop down. You take a huge gash out of his side, and he kind of spins and holds on to him. He's like, "Brothers, attack!" He says in common. So
And you got another swing coming,
Now,
don't you?
do I get my, because I was holding my action, do I get my second attack here? Does that
Oh,
Nope. Nope.
yeah, you're
no?
holding an action.
Okay.
But Cirrus can now throw.
Yes.
21.
21.
That hits and then some. Ouch.
Oh, that sucked.
But
There
that's
you go.
17.
Okay.
Rogue, turning every bad roll into a good roll when you have advantage.
Right?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I should have used my inspiration to wake up. Oh well.
Your psychic dagger streaks out, and as the ogre is sitting there holding its side, it strikes it in the head, and it kind of staggers back. It's bleeding from the side, and now is holding its head as well. It's like, oh, but it's still standing. It's still
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Wake up, you fools.
Fly, you fools!
6. Should have what? Why is this doing?
I am feeling much smaller all of a sudden.
Why is D20
At least they ought to know giants.
being a jerk?
The smallest of giants. Oh god.
I don't know, man. That thing's taking up 10 square feet.
It's still better than hill giant.
Good Lord, man. That's scary.
Hold on for just a second. For some reason, I'm trying to. The ogres don't want to appear. Their character sheet.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, at least it did that. Okay. So they do not have reach. It's interesting. That's what I had to check. Okay. So he comes rushing in, yelling and bellowing. He's raising his great club in the air, but he is unable to get to Bjorn yet. So he's kind of threatening him.
Are you threatening me?
You have TPK for my bunghole?
That's right.
These 4 move to here, and all of them are holding javelins that they fling at Bjorn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
So 1. Oh, good Lord. Ignore that. We're doing this again. I got to take one day and just go through this whole module and turn all this off for everybody. So, and boom, boom, boom. Rolls. Don't always roll advantage. And don't auto roll damage. There we go. Boom. All right. Now let's try this again. As Bjorn had a moment of sheer panic when he saw all those dice all of a sudden. So, one, two.
I would call it a sharpening of my awareness.
Okay. 3. 4. So now I gotta look and see what I wrote. You are AC 18, correct?
Correct.
So 2 hit you.
2 out of 6? That's not bad.
2 out of 4. So 2 javelins come flying through the air, both of them arcing over their companions and striking you. Your rage, you were able to fend them off, but they still pierce your body, and you take a total of 12 points of damage. That's
Is that
half.
that
That is
that
half.
it? That is halved. Okay.
Yep.
So that puts me down at 72.
A drop in the well.
Okay. With that, we go to who done it. Go ahead and give me Constitution check. See if you wake up.
Do I get advantage because I have minions to wake?
Yes, you do.
All right.
And if you fail DC 5 with advantage, you deserve to be asleep.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
I happened that for a second. Okay, so yes, your minions like slither over you, hit you, kick you, do all the things necessary to wake you up. So,
All right.
Okay.
First thing, I will send Mr. Simeon over to slap the shit out of Eleuthera.
okay,
Yeah.
To
Please
wake
do.
I think we
Eleuthera up.
need to invest in smelling salt.
Oh no! If I don't wake up by next turn, I am absolutely using inspiration on my Constitution check.
This is not good. I see that they are armed with javelins.
Well, 2 of them are missing one of them. Well, actually, 4 of them are missing one.
yes.
So they only have 1 javelin left.
Yeah.
I mean, do they? How many? Can I see how many javelins they have? They're each
They
carrying.
each have 2, he said, on their back.
Well, you can see that the 2
Okay.
closest. You can see clearly that they have 2 javelins each strapped to their backs. So,
Oh, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody then.
Yeah.
I see.
Because I'm debating on whether or not to take a chance, like just give everybody disadvantage by dropping a fog cloud on the area.
Hmm.
All right. I will hold off on that for a moment. I don't like us
Yeah.
being picked off by range attacks, but
I think everybody needs to be up and ready before we do any kind of fog. I mean, we don't want them at disadvantage, prone, all that kind of. That doesn't sound good.
yeah, but it also gives all the attackers disadvantage. That's the thought. Because right now, while they're prone, the javelins are less prone to hit them, so there is that. All right.
Yeah,
so
and
in
plus,
that case-
Bjorn
Can't
is
personally
doing
do
his
anything
thing.
to come help you if they come over and attack you. I'm pretty much I'm busy with those 2 right now.
Yeah, you're drawing their aggro, which is keeping the fire away from us. So that's fine.
all right. So
All
let's
right.
see what we can do to assist you in that regard. Then I can see that you've wounded 1, so we will just go ahead and focus fire on that guy.
Yeah.
And see what I can do to help you whittle that down. I will use half my movement to stand up, and then the other half of my movement to move. But first, let me do my attacks.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Eldritch Blast. I call upon the mother to strike down my enemies.
Yeah. 17 and 15.
all right, I'll just go ahead and roll for Mr. Bang and Mr. Hiss.
10 and 13.
so everything except the 10 hit.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah,
who got
baby.
what. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh man,
It's kind of hard to miss them. They're that big.
Right?
I was really hoping Mr. Bang would hit, but he did not. All
I
right,
don't
so
know, Eleuthera.
Come on.
You
Yeah.
could miss the broadside of a barn with a crossbow.
Come on.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I'm not using a crossbow anymore. So
Right?
All right, so
see
that's
what I
gonna
can do
be
with an Eldritch Blast.
Right?
total of 18 points of damage to the one that is harassing the one that Bjorn's already wounded.
Okay. It is still up, but it is teetering. It is hurting badly, rocking back and forth and looking like it's ready to fall over. Skinge marks, a huge wound in its side as it bleeds profusely. It is not in good shape.
Bjorn smiles as he thinks about the temporary hit points.
I will move myself back a bit.
Okay.
But but I will have my homunculus, Mr. Hiss, flying out over here near Bjorn in case I need to do something to help Bjorn out. But high enough so he's out of ogre club reach, but he still has enough movement to get down there if I need to throw a touch spell on Bjorn.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
That means it is Boja's turn.
Yeah.
Now, are both
I
of
love
them
it when
showing
it's
damage or
Boja's
just
turn.
the one?
What's that?
Are both of them showing damage or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. And I need to roll Constitution to see if I'm waking up.
Yep.
Oh, come on!
You do have inspiration.
Yes, you do have inspiration. Please use it.
Yes.
Okay. Let's use inspiration.
Okay.
And that's a
Just roll again.
Just roll again. It uses up
Oh,
your
okay.
inspiration point, but you can roll again.
I think you still have to remove the point from the sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to remove the point from the sheet, but you wake up. So you do
Yeah.
wake up.
Right.
So you are
See
inspired.
that?
The
I will-
Sarah Ray looks down on you and says, "Wake up."
Bjorn starts calling out, "Blessing! Blessing! Bless!"
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's make love tonight.
Oh, God. I don't think Sarah Ray is saying that, but you
So
know.
she,
When I get that feeling, I need sexual healing.
Are you singing that to the
Wrong
Otis
goddess.
who done it?
It would be very distracting.
They may run. They may
I got
run
an
away.
idea. Strip down to your underwear and balk like a chicken.
Yeah. All right. Boja, what are you gonna do?
Nice reference there, Mike.
Spiritual weapon at the one that is wounded.
Okay.
Does a
Let me
10
put your
hit?
spiritual weapon there, but that is a miss. So,
Okay.
where do you want your spiritual weapon to go?
Beside the wounded one.
Just right next to it by Bjorn.
Correct.
Okay.
Then
I should just save this because you.
Yeah, you should just give her a controllable icon for the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. So here's your spiritual
So
weapon,
then-
and
we will cast Toll the Dead on the wounded one.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
You know ogres don't have good wisdom saves.
Da-na, da-na, da.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
a good roll.
That's how you do it.
Come on,
All right.
that save. Fail that save, sucker.
Jen, you should be able to move the spiritual weapon, but if not, I will fix that in just a second. Let me make
I don't
this.
see it on mine.
It's right here. It's very hard to see. Against
Yeah,
Okay,
I just want to
yeah.
check something with the group. Has Boja had a turn where it wasn't awesome?
Not so
Because
far.
I don't think she has.
Not very many. It doesn't happen very often. No.
She is a whole big pachyderm of awesome.
Right,
Yeah.
right. She just kind of shows up and whoops some ass every time.
She's got a lot of power packed in that trunk.
How much junk has she got in the trunk?
So he got a 4 on his wisdom save. So
18 points of damage.
there is a huge ringing bong, and the ogre falls over stone dead, falling backward to the ground with the ground shakes a little bit.
For whom the bell
Look at the other one and
tolls,
say,
time marches on.
My goddess greeted him.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet her as well?
Yeah, bigger they are, harder they fall. Yes.
It is.
But they don't
Right.
fall too often.
All right. Boja, do you want to take a move action?
No, I'll stay where I'm at the moment.
Did you see where the mace is? So
Yes,
Yeah.
I've got it.
okay, cool.
All right, Lucia, we summon the power of Wake 'em Up.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
another check there.
Yeah, and I will be using one of my inspiration points
Well.
if this fails.
It's
If
like,
you
boy,
fail-
you stay there. I stay slightly behind you.
You better not fail it again. All right.
No,
Oh,
that's
hell yeah.
I was about to say.
You heard Who Done It singing about sexual healing, and you immediately woke up. So
All right. It's like, oh, Bother.
Hey,
It's like we're gonna have to kill these ogres, aren't we? Well,
This is
yeah, and since I can't, it takes an action to summon my pack weapon, so I don't know that I can do that here. I do have Talon though, so I'm okay. I think what I'm going to do is Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Which one am I going to Eldritch Blast? I like that dude to my right, like all the way into the southeast.
Yep.
There we go.
Because I think the other one is going to go down before long.
And just to let you know, he was talking smack about your mama just a minute ago.
Luther doesn't like her mother anyway, so
Oh.
Polly join in.
So now he's not attacking that one; he's attacking the other one.
Yeah.
Or she's attacking the other one. So.
All right,
Not
Eldritch
like my
Blast.
matron mother.
Yes, I am not a fan. Okay, let's see if that one works.
Oh yeah,
that one-
24
That's gonna hit.
That's definitely a hit.
and 12, baby. Yeah, nice smackdown.
So
Next one. Yeah, let's see how the next one goes.
Ooh,
That one looks
16.
like,
would you?
Yeah, 16.
yep.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
8.
that's 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
And for my next trick, I'm going to summon something out of that bag of tricks.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see which one we get today.
3. That's the badger.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I'm going to double check, but I believe that is the badger.
roll back up here. Yes,
Honey
it is a
badger
badger.
don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Where do you want to put the badger?
Okay. Yeah, I think his whole thing is pack tactics, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Um,
And he could be up to
So-
20 feet away from you when you summon him. So
yeah, I'll let me think about it. Let's see where I got it. I can't put him too far from me.
there's the badger.
So
right,
yeah, just put him between me and Boja. I guess that's fine.
right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just let me make sure that that is controllable by you. It should be.
Let me double check. Not yet. It does not seem so.
All right. Bjorn, it's your turn while I work on this. So go ahead and give me what you want
All
to do.
All right. We are going to step up here just a little bit. And we are going to lay down some serious smackdown on this dude. All right. We are going, of course, reckless attack. And I'm going to try a little -5 on this boy, too. Ouch.
Oh yes.
10.
That is not a hit.
Okay, so let's hope we do better on the second one. All right. I'm feeling less brave about the -5 this time.
Steve, you should be able to control the badger now, I think so.
All right. Yeah, let me check.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yeah. All right.
That is a hit.
Now you should have done the minus.
I should have.
Yeah, I got motion on it.
Okay.
So that's 15.
All right. So the first strike, having seen you hit his companion, he is able to dodge aside, even though he moves very slowly and clumsily. But with your second attack, you come back at his legs and strike right into his thigh, a huge gash, another one. And he roars in anger and pain. So you did 15, right? With your rage?
15, yep.
All
I'm
right.
actually remembering my rage this time.
Nice. All right. That means Saris, you're up.
This was a video game. I get a little achievement unlocked.
That's a hit.
13.
Yep.
Hit.
Cool.
Yeah. That is 8.
Shit.
And 8, 16.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Those
Wrong
are wrong
dice.
dice.
Oh.
There you go.
16.
16.
It was meant to be.
It was destiny. You could call it a sweet 16.
Your psychic dagger streaks out, goes over Bjorn's shoulder, and strikes yet another ogre, this time in the throat. It kind of holds its throat while holding its leg at the same time. It's staggering backward.
Oh, Bjorn finds that very amusing.
All right.
Oh,
Ouch.
Oh, but his second attack misses.
yep. It flies over his shoulder, goes past Bjorn, and but doesn't hit, unfortunately. So.
You know, it's
Alright.
sad to see, like, even rolling a 1, you still get a 9. That's like crazy how much
Right?
how much stank he's got in them things.
Yeah, +8's pretty burly, dude.
Why did the ogres disappear off the turn order?
It's
Oh,
all
well.
about the finesse.
It is.
I understand the flick of the wrist. Oh,
You come over here to help your hobbling friend? Oh shit! I was just kidding.
Oh, this is gonna be perfect. No, this is actually kind of great.
Okay.
They're not so pretty.
I was willing to talk shit when there was 2, but a third arrived.
Yeah, I'm about to help you. I'm about to help you because they have clumped up.
There's only 2 in range of you right now, though, Bjorn. So,
Okay.
and they are going to strike at you with their great clubs.
Oh shit! Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Interesting.
And for some reason, they disappeared off the turn tracker, but I remember where they were in initiative order. So first one on Bjorn. Second one
Bjorn be that dodgy mofo again.
on Bjorn. Why didn't it roll?
Because I'm floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
Yeah. I'm too pretty to be defeated.
Okay, there we go. So both hit.
Oh damn!
And so 2 great cubs come in and they slam into you simultaneously from each side, compressing your ribs and hurting you severely. You take 15 points of damage. So
Is that halved?
That is halved. Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's a good thing you're raging, man. So
yeah.
Meanwhile, another great club comes down onto Mr. Simeon. Or is Mr. Simeon invisible?
Mr. Simeon's invisible.
So Mr. Hiss.
Mr. Hiss is in the air, like 30 feet in the air.
All right. So it doesn't come down on either one of them. So he throws a javelin at Mr. Hiss because
that's valid.
Mr. Hiss. So
Poor Mr. Hiss cannot become invisible.
and he hits Mr. Hiss.
Oh crap! There goes Mr. Hiss.
For
I'm glad we got all of those Joe's gemstones.
javelin comes arcing out and pierces through Mr. Hiss, and Mr. Hiss gives a giant and falls to the ground with the javelin piercing through him. Gone. Dead.
Flies apart in many pieces.
2 more javelins come flying out, and having seen Boja the Blessed take down their companion, they aim at Boja with their javelins.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah, so much for using him to cast spells through.
And I don't know that they're going to hit Boja the Blessed.
It's right there in the name.
Fiskrit wants them to hit Boja the Blessed. Fiskrit wants to be in elephant body. One of the javelins misses wide and barely misses whodunit as it streaks over his head, but the second one strikes Boja full in the chest and gets through her armor. She takes 13 points of damage.
Ow.
Ow.
So with that, we will go to whodunit.
All right. First thing whodunit will do.
And I'm going to remove Mr. Hiss from the.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
I mean, I could have just not touched him, but either way works. All right. So first things first. The 3 ogres that are around Bjorn there.
Mm-hmm.
They will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As I doff my hat and I reach in and I fling this phosphorescent material out. Have a taste of the Feywild. Some fairy dust for you. And I am casting fairy fire in the 20-foot area that they are covering.
All right. I will do for each of them real quick. That is
Very
most
nice.
definitely going to be a fail.
Yes.
Wow, that's gonna be another fail. Are you guys seeing these rolls? Or are they the only on?
No,
for me?
but
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
seeing
seeing
them.
it.
Okay. So I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 10. So I think those are all fails.
Those
So-
are all fails. They are
Right.
all lit up.
Ooh.
Bjorn, my friend, you do not have to reckless attack. You will have advantage on those 3.
Oh, nice.
So,
Thank you, sir.
The dust comes out, and suddenly all 3 ogres that are surrounding you, Bjorn, are encased in purple
They
fire.
glitter like fucking Tinkerbell.
Yes. And they start doing a little dance. So you know.
It's the Jingle Janks. Oh no!
And they do it the jingle janks. It's spread all the way out to the ogres now. So it's the dance craze. It's taking over the north. So
All right, I will.
What's really funny is the hobbling guy doing the jingle janks. Holding his throat in the one leg doing the jingle janks.
All right, DM. I have a question about the terrain.
yes.
All right, is this a big rock we're standing on?
No, this is a ruin. So
Okay.
I mean, so it basically is a big rock, but it's the ruin of what looked like a shrine, but it's all been crumbled. So it
Okay.
seemed like a good place to get up off the ground. So it's uneven stone and marble and things because it's been worn by time. So
Okay, so what I would like to do then is I would like to take my movement and I would like to try and give myself as much cover as possible to make it harder to hit me with a javelin by ducking into the bushes over here.
okay.
Mr. Bang will go somewhat with me, but he still needs line of sight as he can still fire. And I will fire. Yeah, I'm going to keep focus fire. So, like, since this guy is already injured, he will fire with advantage at the wounded ogre.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Bang.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah. I say
That is a
Mr. Bang
crit.
Bangs.
All right.
That's a big bang.
That's right.
Was that a crit by any chance?
Yes,
It
that
was?
a crit.
Yes.
Whoa! Or as Bjorn was like, whoa!
So Mr. Bang
Wait, did that just roll a bunch of 8s? It
There was a 8 and a 7 is what I saw,
Yeah.
No, I think he
and
means
a 1.
I think he means 8-sided dice.
Yeah, you just roll
Yeah.
2d8 plus 4 intelligence. So
that's not what. Oh, that's right. That's right. Mr. Bang has different stats. Like, oh yeah.
and you
Nice.
doubled it because you critted. So
Oh, that's a beautiful number.
Yeah, baby. Little
So-
smackdown.
that should be 15, 21, 22,
26.
26.
19 plus 7, 26 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Bang lowers his guns and says, "Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you?" And bam, takes him right in the forehead, and the ogre like blasts backward. It's like right out of a movie. He flies backward 20 feet, and falls dead to the ground. So
Did he blow his head clean off?
no, he
Mhm.
put a nice
Oh.
clean smoking hole right through the head, though. You can see Bjorn. You actually, as he's going backward, you could see through the head out to the other side. So
Ooh.
So there's shattering kaboom.
That was very
Mr.
metal. It deserved a scream.
yes,
Mr. Simeon invisibly will move up to Bjorn's spot in case I need to cast Cure Wounds through him
okay.
to support Bjorn. And then, let's see, it only has 15 feet of movement. Well, yes, I believe that's as far as Mr. Bang can go.
Okay.
You can't get into hiding. So that ends my turn.
Every time you say that name, I hear she bangs, she bangs. Every time.
I'm actually thinking of like changing the name of all my pets because Mr. Simeon sounds so much cooler. So I'm thinking like Mr. Ophidian, Mr. Ventriloquism, and Mr. Dromedary.
Nice. Boja, you are up.
She will look down at the spear. Gentlemen, I was just dreaming about seeing the sun and my goddess.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
feel she wishes me to touch you with her blessing.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
on the big one, I will look at him and I will
They're all
cast.
big ones.
Well,
Bjorn is giggling like a little
this
kid
one.
at Christmas.
Which one?
Basically like I'm gonna cast Fireball,
Right.
and I would like to cast it where it could get all of those in reach
Oh, make sure you don't hit Bjorn.
That's easy. We
without
won't-
hitting
It'd be
Bjorn.
totally worth it. It'd
I'm
be
so
totally
glad
worth
I'm
it.
standing behind you at this moment.
I won't make you show me where you're going to cast it. It's easy enough for you to
if
make
she
it so
casts
that
back behind him, she can nail them all.
for you to get
Yeah,
all of them in one fireball. So
I love it when she fireballs.
4 dexterity checks for them. So
Dude on the bottom is dead because I hurt that guy pretty bad.
I'm just gonna roll a 40, 20, and
Did it
subtract.
roll?
I didn't see damage. Oh, there we go.
Holy shit, man. 31.
Let me roll their dexterity checks real
I
quick.
believe it's DC 17 for her.
Probably nobody's going to make
Yes.
it, but we'll
That's what it says.
we'll see. So
Ogre barbecue.
That's right.
Wouldn't Burley be happy?
Oh man, I was about to say if I was playing my lizard man, he'd be like, hey, "We've got lunch prepared."
yeah,
If Burley was here, we'd be having a proper ogre meal right after this.
nobody makes it.
Yes.
Your fireball lights up the night sky, taking out several trees and setting them ablaze, and all of the ogres scream and howl in anger as they burn, but none of them fall. All of them are still up.
Okay.
Now,
Not for
you
long.
still have your spiritual weapon for your bonus action. Those two
Yep.
ogres up
Yep.
top there, you have advantage to hit them.
Right. I will move it to this one, and we will attack with spiritual weapon.
Well, that was a bit more fanciful than my fairy dust.
Now, was that civilized?
I may
Clearly.
use what I was gifted with.
Bam.
Did you,
Oh, yeah.
did you-
25, baby.
wait, did you roll with advantage? I guess it doesn't
No.
matter. You hit.
She hit anyway.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but she might crit.
She might crit.
Moshe doesn't need
Might.
advantage.
She's blessed.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Just
No,
do it
well,
with
okay,
25.
25. We're going with 25.
Go ahead and give us some damage. You hit. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
a
the
solid
mace
hit.
comes striking down on the ogre. Still standing, but it is hurting and reeling as well. And they are now starting to look panicked.
And I'm just serenely
After
looking
she
at them.
said burn.
You should probably flee and never return.
Alutria.
I'm gonna finish that dude off, and I think I have advantage to hit him. So let's blast. So Eldritch Blast, and I have Avantage. Yep.
Yeah, 26, baby.
Which one are you going after?
The one that Boja just
Yeah!
reeled with the hammer.
Okay.
8, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right.
13 points.
You guys are
Okay.
piling on this poor ogre who's just out looking for food.
Oh, fuck him.
Okay.
Last
All right,
time we
that
felt
guy's-
guilty because
that
we
guy's
were
dead.
hurting
I'm
people. He
going to
smacked
hit him
us.
again.
He-
Otherwise, I'm going to hit the one on the bottom.
No, he's still up. Blast of magical energy comes streaking out, takes him in the chest, spins him around slightly, but he's able to right himself, but he's looking shaky.
Well,
Not
this
for
is
long.
what indigestion tastes like.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
he's yeah. This dude is going.
Yeah.
I love
6,
giving
it's a little
advantage.
weak.
Oh, ouch. It still works though. Still works though.
I could do inspiration and do more. That was a 1.
I would do it if you roll a 1.
Inspiration doesn't
That's
work
just
on
me though.
Inspiration
Yeah,
doesn't
I'll
work
do
on
it.
damage rolls.
No.
Oh, it doesn't work on damage rolls.
It's only,
Okay,
it's
so
only
it's all right. Then
for-
it's 6. Then it's 6.
Okay.
That's 6. Okay.
And he fell anyway. He's dead. So
All
All right, he's gone. Okay. All right, that's fine.
Let the
And then,
bodies-
yeah, as for bonus action, I'm going to hold the badger there, and if anybody comes in, he'll attack.
okay.
With pack attack.
Bjorn.
All right. Now that's still the guy I get advantage on, right?
Yes, he's still
Yes.
lit up.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I'm feeling brave at the moment. I'm thinking -5.
Because you got advantage.
13.
Yes, that is a hit.
Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. That's 23, 24, 25.
Very nice.
You take another huge chunk out of the other leg, and now the ogre is on both knees, down on the ground, trying to stand, but he's still up.
It's just a flesh wound. All right.
And you've got another attack.
Oh,
All right.
sorry.
Yes, he does.
Did Bjorn have another attack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Bjorn
get
definitely
2
does.
attacks.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
God,
got an
I
extra
thought you
attack.
did yours.
Sorry, I was enjoying the moment there.
Serious, just save that one for when you're ready. So
All right.
Were you still doing the
19.
minus 10?
yep,
Or
that's
No,
a hit.
not on that one.
That is a
I
hit.
didn't do it on that one. All right, so that's 11 points on that second one.
Raising the axe above your head, you two-hand chop downward and cleave right through the ogre, completely separating it in half. Each side falls to the side. And it's dead after it splits in half. So,
Hell yeah. Can we say temporary hit points, anyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so that's 6.
Cirrus,
Nice.
you're going.
Hold on. If I took him out, I get another attack.
Oh, that's right. You get a bonus.
Yes.
And you didn't take your move action yet, so.
Nope.
Yeah, you can run down there and smack that other dude in the face.
Yes,
All right.
yes, it can.
So we'll go right here. Well, how does the terrain work in here?
Just move. It's normal terrain. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go here then.
Yeah, you can easily get down.
Okay.
Even if it was difficult terrain, you could have gotten down there. So
Oh, I thought it doubled when I went through
It did.
through difficult.
Yeah, but you would
Okay.
still have had the movement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Apparently, I can't add for shit. All right,
That's
here we go. I don't think I can't do advantage on this extra attack. I don't think actually.
Nope.
15
Still hits.
and 10.
All right. Like an avenging, angry, furry angel, you come streaking down and hit him as well. And he is now hurt incredibly badly. All of them. are
Beware
hurt
the
badly.
power of fur.
Cirrus.
Cirrus is throwing at the same ogre.
Yep, and you hit with your 24. And you should have sneak attack damage as well.
So 11, 25.
Yeah, baby, that's how you do it.
Now you guys are just punishing these poor guys. This
Hell
ogre
yeah.
falls over dead.
They interrupted our beauty sleep. I have no sympathy.
Cirrus,
And
you have another attack.
yep.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
12.
Baby. Yeah.
all right. That's technically not enough. Oh, I'm sorry. It is. And Cirrus, with a backhanded flick of his wrist, is this another psychic blade? Kills this one as well. Just and
Oh,
raises
hell
an
yeah.
eyebrow at Bjorn. So
Oh, I am very impressed, Cirrus. Well done.
this one was already wounded as well. So
Boom.
Yeah. So around you are the bodies of 6 ogres now, all of them
Search
dead.
them.
Search them.
Oh, yep.
I'm
Right.
still laughing at the guy that was hobbling.
You round up 12 javelins, 6 great clubs, and then find not much else up to them. They have 25 copper pieces between all of them and some scraps of food, and that is all. But it looks like they were out hunting for food or a raiding party or something, and you just guys smacked them down. So,
All right.
but
I'll
you're
take
Well-
I'll take a great club and one of their bows.
They're
Wait,
not
we got
hungry
that-
anymore.
Wait a minute. That club is 6 feet long.
Yeah.
Eleuthria.
And I typically carry a great sword. So your point?
they had 12 javelins.
I just
not
figured
bows.
the club would be a lot heavier than a great sword.
They're big.
I can handle it.
All right.
Okay.
She's strong.
So,
Well,
Yeah,
that
you-
was a happy ending.
yeah.
They're not hungry
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, and and by the way, I hand my mace Lightbringer to Bojai, and I say, yes, I was greatly impressed. I think you deserve this more than I.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So that's a
This will be
+1. That's a +1 mace, and it comes to light on command, and it does an extra D6 against undead. Radiant damage.
Nice.
So, sleep was interrupted for purposes of, if you're trying to use hit dice to heal or regain spells and things like that. So you didn't get uninterrupted 8-hour sleep, although Eleuthria will still be able to get 4 hours of
Trance.
meditation trance, unless you guys
How
are
badly is
interrupted.
everyone hurt?
I think you were hurt probably the worst of us.
Bjorn is down to 57. That's what I
I'm-
got.
I've got.
I'm
Bjorn's
about
back.
47 points down. Oh, not 47.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I've actually got
27
Bjorn's back
points down.
since
Well,
Mr.
I can actually do a prayer of healing that will heal up to 6 creatures.
Okay.
With how much healing?
2d8 plus 5.
That should
Let me
that would
just
be
check.
plenty for me.
It will take 10 minutes.
Because if you want, I can pump 2-second level cure wounds in him.
I think
Well,
just
this
the
will
one
help
thing,
everybody.
just what she's talking about should be sufficient for me anyway. I don't know about everybody else.
I did not take damage this time, so I feel quite good.
Okay. D8. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get this thing.
You
Improved.
said 2d8 plus 6, right?
2d8 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5. Yeah, that's plenty.
Unless I roll very crappy. Does that add the plus 5 in there?
No.
Nope.
No,
So
it should-
15.
15.
Oh wait, you rolled 5. You got 5, and so it says, 10.
Oh, it is
That
5.
is-
Yeah.
that is plus 5.
Yep.
Did it roll 2d8? I don't see the other d8.
Yeah,
It
there's
did roll
two
the
dice-
2d8. Yep.
There's 2 dice on there
Okay.
for a total of
So
5 plus 5.
That's
is
10 points for everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That puts me up at
Correct.
67. That is a lot better.
Yeah, I go ahead and give you something. So like you suddenly feel like a weight settle on your shoulder of a small creature, and Mr. Simeon becomes visible on your shoulder, and I will pump. Let's see how much we get here. Because I'm using my Warlock spell slot, so they'll recharge after just an hour.
Okay.
I want to pump you up.
So the first one. Man, what is it with the 5s?
No, that's
Plus your spell casting ability modifier. So
that is charisma.
that is plus 4, so that's 9 points for one. And we'll fire another one into you. That's much better.
Damn.
So that'll be 14 on that one. So 9 and 14. So 23 extra points.
All right.
For everybody?
Do they have any arrows
For
by any
you.
chance?
Just for you, Bjorn.
Okay.
No, all they had were javelins. Each of them had 2 javelins.
Okay.
So there's 12
Okay, you
javelins.
said one of them had a great bow. I distinctly remember you saying
No, that was Bjorn saying that.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. I'll let Bjorn have all the javelins if he wants them. I definitely don't need it.
I mean, I can add them to the javelins I got already.
Yep. Yep.
How many of them are there? There's how many javelins are there?
12.
There's a lot of javelins.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be good in javelins for a while.
Big ass bundle of javelins tied up to your back.
Where?
So that's those spell slots used.
Guys, I'm going to shut my browser real quick. It's doing something weird. I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Okay.
No problem.
I'm not seeing where to add the. Oh wait, in the name maybe. How do I add the? It no longer. It used to say 5 javelin times 5 in the thing on there. We will do. I'm sorry. How many was there again?
There's a quantity under items, but if you're looking at an attack, then no, it's just the name because that just tracks damage.
Okay.
Oh, it's bludgeoning, isn't it?
But the items at the bottom of the
Oh, there we go.
page,
Okay.
there's a number.
I see it now. Sorry. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Bludgeoning. I can spell. I really can. Okay.
And there was 5 javelins, correct?
There's a total of 12 javelins on the field.
Oh, 12. All right, so I'm at, geez, I
Super
got
ogre.
tons. I got tons. 14, in fact.
I'm going to be like collecting the broken bits of Mr. Hith. When I rebuild, I will christen Mr. Ophidian. Just sweeping his pieces up into my hat for now. My poor little friends taking a beating.
Get back to sleep till the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
And,
badger disappears, by the way.
Let's see, I need to change out my spells.
Hey, Jamesis, you popped out for a second there. I just popped you back in.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, who done it? As far as spells, do you need 8 hours interrupted sleep to change out your spells?
I do. Otherwise,
So-
I'm stuck with what I got.
You're stuck with what you got.
All right.
So-
Noted.
So
I gotta have a long rest to change out my spells.
unless you guys want to do anything else, you sleep through what's left of the evening, and Boja greets the rising sun, and you wake to her chanting and praying to Sarah and Ray as the sun rises, and you could be on your way again.
Now, if this
All
isn't
right.
a full rest, does it still count as a long rest?
No, it would be counting as a short rest at most. So
All right, so we have exhaustion, except for Eleutheria.
Right. It's transfer.
All right.
So everybody
All
needs
right.
to take
I need to
one
put that
level
on my sheet.
of
Hold on.
exhaustion. So put
Well,
that
it looks
on
like
your
we should have just traveled any freaking way.
Exhaustion level 1. All right.
You could stay here and wake up late, so you could get another 4 hours of rest and then sleep until the afternoon, or noon to wake up, and then be on your way, and then you would get your full long rest then. So,
You guys.
I'm going to say
I mean,
that
I can
trying
watch-
to
I can
get a
watch-
long
I
rest
can
here
watch you
didn't work
guys.
out well the first time.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid that we'd waste time trying to rest again. We'd get attacked while we slept again, and we still wouldn't get our sleep.
Well, I don't get one spell slot back, but I do get my warlock spell slots back.
Yeah.
So
The other thing is that how long is it to Red Larch from here?
At this point, it's at least another full day's travel, and it depends on what you guys want to do. If you want to enter the town in the middle of the night, you will get there late in the evening at the end of today, or you could camp again in the night and then arrive at Red Larch tomorrow in the morning. So, and that's if you set off right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we were closer, I would be thinking, maybe we can get over to Red Larch and then sleep. I'm not sure how viable that strategy that is.
Right now, if Creven's information is correct, you all would arrive in Red Larch in the evening. So it wouldn't be super late. It'd probably be about 8 or 9 o'clock, as we reckon time when you would get there.
We take a risk of getting attacked either way. So do we take a risk going there, or do we take the 4 hours and then go?
I am prepared to press on.
It's up to you guys.
I'm willing to do it if you guys are.
I see no harm in resting here, but if you guys want to press on, we can.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be
way.
better to sleep in the safety of a city.
Which is interesting coming from a barbarian, but okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Yeah, but I will side with the big furry man on this.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
So-
I'm good either way.
So you guys bundle into the cart. Those of you who choose to ride the horses are up on horses. Otherwise, the horses are tethered back to the cart as you travel along.
Yeah,
And
I'm on horseback.
You journey through the
I
surrounding
am on
lands.
the dromedary.
The morning goes by. Afternoon, once again, you eat from the food that you have stored in the cart. Continuing on into the evening, you see nothing, but looking off in the distance, Boja, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay. I did it not rolls. Hold on.
And this is advantage because it's with your keen senses. So
Okay.
Oh man,
what
that is like Michael Nero level perception.
Right.
In the late afternoon, your trunk kind of tenses up again. You notice a change in the air to the east. So you can look that direction or not. It's up to you.
I will look in the direction and let everyone know that I sent something.
All right. If you let everyone know, go ahead. Everyone give me perception checks, please. And this is just normal perception check.
All right. Bontage.
Not very perceptive.
15.
Yeesh.
All right.
Damn. Steve whooped that ass.
And Jen, go ahead and give me another perception check for you as well to see. So
With advantage as well.
no, this one is just normal. All right. Everybody that got over 15, you feel you notice what Boja is telling you. There's a slight wind picking up from the east, and as you look up at the sky, those of you who receive 15 see a strange cloud formation begin to swirl violently far, far away above the somber hills, and you swear you see the clouds forming into skulls that are hitting each other and swirling down, and this goes on for about 20 minutes before it disappears.
I would guess that this is our enemies in motion. We must be cautious.
I'm going to go ahead and pull out my axe and just walk around with it.
I mean, it was far, far in the distance, but you did see
Yeah.
this. I mean, you were able to see it from that far away. So
Yeah. Yeah, we probably should head in that direction at some point, but I don't think we should do so until we're rested.
Okay. You continue traveling through the afternoon into the evening. The sun sets, and eventually, and hold on, let's switch this out. You all make your way from the south into Red Larch. You should be able
Very
to see
nice.
this. Yeah.
I
So
can see the town.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we can make a deal with the devil in the middle of this town.
coming into the long
Is his name Crowley by any chance?
coming up the long road from the south, you hit the outskirts of Red Larch and then the town proper, and you find yourselves in a much larger town than Amphale. The sunset guards, there are several guards that are kind of wandering the different roads, and when they notice you, they hold up their hands, holding torches, like, "Hail and wet melt, traveler. It's awful late in the evening for people to be coming into Red Larch. Who is that? State your business, and so that we could direct you to the appropriate place."
We found that travel on the road was not as safe as we would have hoped. So
We came in the direction of Amphale.
Yeah.
We're
And-
looking for rooms for the evening.
Yes,
Ah.
and some shopping when they are open.
Well, if it's rooms for the evening you want, continue up the road here to the Swinging Sword. They'll give you rooms for the evening, and then I'm sure they'll be able to direct you to various people around that can help you. But the Swinging Sword is open for people to stay in. We haven't had many caravans through lately. What you're saying is correct. The outskirts and everything around here has been awful dangerous. So they'll be glad to see you. Hopefully you've got some coin. I direct you myself, but I need to keep watch. The Lord of the town has asked me to keep moving around, me and my companion. So we'll ask you to keep moving up the road. If you get past the town center, the Swinging Sword is hard to miss. You'll definitely be able to. You'll notice it when you see it. That's all I'll say.
How is the ale?
Who is lord of this town?
The ale is the best in Red Larch.
Very nice.
Now
it stays ale when after you buy it, right?
as far as
And I give a knowing look to who done it while he says this.
All right.
I just look incredibly innocent. Like
Hold on for a second.
I do like the big, like puppy eyes, but rabbit style.
Yeah.
Total Puss in Boots moment.
The lord of this town is Marlandro Galker, devotee of Tyr.
Is she one of the knights?
Thank you.
No, you mean the Knights of Samular? Not that I know of. The Knights of Samular are off to the east of here. That's where they have their keep. But Marlandro has been here for many years and is known to be a devout worshiper of Tyr.
A priest?
Yeah. I am not of their order, but I'm a knight myself, and so it would be good to pay a visit to my brethren.
Yes, well, I'm sure the lady is asleep at the moment, but you could call her on her in the morning. But as I said,
that sounds lovely.
The Swinging Sword is just up the road. It's a hard to miss.
Thanks. We should head up the road.
Yeah. Heading for the Swinging Sword and
That's right.
ale. That doesn't change taste.
Preferably, yeah.
So you continue up the road, go past the city center. As you're going along off to your left, going up the road, you notice that there is a fairly large building that has a symbol of numerous gods and goddesses on the front. And there is a sign right in front that says the All Faith Shrine. dwarfing this building, standing next to it, you see a 3-story stone structure. That is quite unusual, even in Waterdeep. And it has a steep slate roof that bristles with a number of chimneys. All of them seem to have been well used, but there's only one that has smoke coming out of it at the moment. So a signboard juts out over the door, hanging from chains, and it's a 10-foot long carved wooden scimitar emblazoned with the name of the inn, the Swinging Sword, in red paint on both sides. There's the inn yard as you come in has stables and outbuildings just behind the building. And as you approach the front, a young boy comes out and he's like, "Hello, lords, ladies. Can I take your cart and horses for you, and I'll escort them back? It's only 1 copper piece per night for us to hold them for you."
Yeah, I drop a copper piece in his hand and say, "That would be a lovely service, young man. Thank you."
Well, thank you, lady, but it's a copper piece per.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I give him the remaining copper pieces that he's asking for.
Yeah. He
And a
looks
little
down
extra.
at them. And when you give the little extra, he kind of nods, knowing that you know the deal now, because he was looking a little disappointed when he only got the appropriate amount.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, we got tons of copper. I'll just double it.
Yeah.
He's like, if you head on in, I will go ahead and board your horses. And he kind of snaps his fingers, and several other young boys and a couple young ladies come running out to get the horses and the carts, and they begin moving them. "Shall I move your equipment into the storage rooms, or would you like it delivered? Will you be staying at the Swinging Sword this evening? I could have all of your provisions and camping equipment moved there, or we could put them in our storage house as we store your cart as well."
I would say put them in there.
Yeah, why not?
Very good, sir. Very good. And me lady, I will do that forthwith. And he slaps his hands again. And this boy, he's about 14 years old. He's the oldest. He seems quite proud that he's the head stable boy right now, and everybody moves. And soon enough, your horses and cart are going around the side of the building and back into the back where they are stowed. And you are all standing in front of the Swinging Sword.
Yeah, treat Mr. Dromedary well. He spits if he does not like you.
Okay.
Sometimes he just spits anyway.
Never seen anything like this, sir. Never seen anything like you as well, but we'll be sure to take care of him.
Very special. Yeah, very, very unusual desert.
I'll walk
horse.
inside.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, looks like we need to reserve our rooms. So
you walk inside, and a dusky-haired lady. She's only stands about 4'10", but she's got a very large bosom, and she seems to be wearing like low-cut, almost like pirate outfit. Comes around the bar and goes, "Ah, travelers, welcome, come in. I am the proprietor of the Swinging Sword. My name is Kelesa Erkal. Welcome to my establishment. How can I help you?"
You remind me of the Vistani.
How is your, do you happen to have dwarven brandy?
Dwarven brandy? Of course we have dwarven brandy.
And
I hear that you have the best stuff around here. Is that true?
The best? What's that?
I hear you have the best stuff around here. I mean, if I was gonna, I want the best. I want the best brandy you got and the best ale you got right now.
Of course we have.
And the best rooms would be nice as well.
Oh yeah, and the rooms too.
Yes. Nicole, my wife thought I said, "Of course we have the breast." I was like, "So."
Well, you did say she had some impressive bosoms on her.
Yes, she has the best and the breast. So, take that for what you will.
I have the breast brandy.
Yes. So she goes, "So come in. Of course, we've got dwarven brandy. We've got ale. We've got food." He's like, "Come sit. Do you plan on staying the evening here? I'll have your rooms turned down and prepared. How many rooms would you like?"
5, please.
Yes,
5
5.
rooms. 5 rooms and dinner, and I assume breakfast for the morning as well.
Sure, why not?
Do you prefer to pay up front, or would you like to pay when you leave?
I will pay as I go.
Yeah.
Well, very good.
We can pay. It's no problem.
Well, my best rooms are available, but I will give you the rundown anyway. So, we've got a variety of foods, but I'm afraid that normally that we offer on tap or offer for cooking, but since we are, and she looks down forlorn for a moment, vacant at the moment, I'm afraid I can only offer you what we are prepared to make for ourselves. So, I will say to you, food is on the house since we have already made it. If you want to take care of us for that and give us a little coin, that would be fine. However, the rooms, we've got a variety that we can turn down for you. Our best rooms are available. We have 5 rooms in the North Corridor, which are all available, and they go for 10 silver pieces per night. We've also got our standard rooms, which run 5 silver pieces per night, and we've got rooms down by the stables, which go for 1 silver piece per night.
I give her 3 gold pieces.
Well, you will be all staying in the best luxury with food. Enjoy yourselves. Please sit. The food will be out shortly, and I will make sure that everything is prepared for your rooms before I come back.
A
Please.
moment, lady. A moment, lady, if you will.
Yes.
Why is such a fine establishment vacant?
Well, I don't know where you have come from or if you've heard much about what is going on around town.
We have heard there are strange things. We are just recently from Amphil.
Yes. Well, Amphil, unfortunately, has not had all of the troubles that we have had here in Red Larch, at least from what I understand. But the whole Deserin Valley has seen an influx of bad types and the rise of monsters, and even the weather is starting to become strange. And then there was a disappearance of a caravan from Mirabar, a very wealthy caravan, not more than, 6 to 7 weeks ago. And with that, caravans have started moving in a different direction, away from the Deserin Valley, going along the coast, which is usually more dangerous because of raiders and pirates. But given what is going on, travel between Waterdeep and Neverwinter, and even from Tribord to Waterdeep, has started to divert and go first to Neverwinter and then down to Waterdeep.
When you talk about the weather, have you perhaps seen things in the sky that perhaps are not normally there?
Yes, I've heard about that. I've also heard that some of the bargers off to the east along the river have reported that the water has actually run backwards at times, which is very strange. There have been recordings of strange earthquakes and of holes and sinkholes opening in the earth in many different places. And people even said, reportedly, that fire itself has sprouted up in the sky or in the ground and burned with strange lights, only for it to disappear again just as quickly.
You can see why that would be troublesome for business, yes.
Yes. I myself, until a few weeks ago, gave none of these rumors any time of day at all, but like I said, there have been many strange individuals coming in and out of Red Larch. People that do not, and not only that, there have been a rise of monsters which have not been seen in the Deserin Valley for generations.
I cannot
What
speak
kind of monsters
for
have you
all of the
heard of?
things that I can't speak for all of the things that you've mentioned, but we have come across some monsters, and I have personally seen some very strange things in the sky on the way here.
Yes. As far as monsters, giants, goblins, supposedly there is a new tribe of orcs that is beginning to rise. That is unheard of in Deserin.
No longer.
Yes.
There
have even been rumors.
Orcs, not
I kind of look to my longsword and say, yeah, you're going to see some action soon.
There have been reports of gnolls to the south, which is strange. Most of the gnolls were driven out of here and killed ages ago. The undead walk the streets, and people have been
I
worried
immediately
about.
perk up at that.
Yeah, I take an interest as well.
Some have even said they want to go to the old necromancer who lives way off in the distance and string him up because they think he may be responsible. He's always seemed harmless to me, but
where does this old necromancer reside?
Oh, he has a cave off a ways away from Red Larch, but I could show you on a map some point if you wish to go visit him.
I would appreciate that greatly.
If I do you know what have you heard what this necromancer's name might be?
Let me think for a moment while the DM looks it up. So
I'm just wondering. I kind of whisper to the group. My first thought is Hamon Cost.
It is possible, but we will see what she says.
I don't know. She said he's been around and been harmless for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. Amun Cost is not exactly harmless.
Who is this Haman Cost you speak of?
Yes, go ahead.
This necromancer, he's lived there going on 25 years, I believe. His name is Oriath. He's insane. He calls himself the Lord of Lance Rock, which is the name of the outcropping he stays at. He's got a cave out there in the distance, in the wilderness. He lives there all alone, and evidently he raises the dead to entertain himself. Who knows what he does out there?
Yeah, get your hugging practice in, Cirrus.
Yeah, my face kind of scrunches up with disgust.
Yes, but it has been strange. All the monsters, even the Feathergale Knights out there have taken to hunting monsters and hunting the creatures that have suddenly sprung up in the Somber Hills. They must be very happy because they are a group of hunting enthusiasts that live out in Feathergale Spire. They supposedly are from Waterdeep, but they spend most of their time out there. But they have been going around and hunting things as well.
Monster hunters.
Yes, but
that would be something. That would be interesting. We might need to speak with these people.
It might not be a bad idea.
Harbrook Toothmurrow is the constable of the guard. You might speak to him as well. He knows more about what you have seen. But yes, everybody comes in here and speaks about these things. But everybody has had their personal interactions with what is going on. It is very strange, and there have been a lot of, like I said, a lot of very interesting and strange individuals coming in and out of town. It has hurt business quite a bit, I must say.
Well, definitely.
I'll interject and I'll say, thank you, lady. I would like, when you bring them, please just bring me water or juice. And the temple here, how late does it stay open? And whom serves there?
The temple? The temple is open at all evenings. So, and it is just we have nobody who stays there. It's an all-faith shrine. So we have shrines to many gods and goddesses, and everyone, as long as it's not an evil god or goddess, is welcome to set up a shrine there if there's not one available, so that people can pray as they come through our town, as various merchants do, or used to do all of the time. And then she kind of looks around and thinks for a moment, and then goes, if you don't mind me offering a bit of speculation, I can offer you one other thing that I have noticed over the last several weeks.
Okay.
Please.
Please.
Which is strange, but about 4 months ago, the strange individuals started coming into town, but it all started with the group who moved through the town one at a time, but they were the strangest of them all. And since then, things have just gone from bad to worse in this town. I can't shake the feeling that all of this goes back to that moment, not more than half a year ago, when these 4 individuals moved through the town. But I can't tell you why or who they were.
Have you heard of a Wind Genasi coming through recently? And I kind of describe what we know about him.
I'll also do a little prestidigitation, and I'll do like my hand like this, and then I'll do like this thing, and like a card will appear between my 2 fingers, and as I turn it around to the face side, you'll see the symbol of the howling wind that was on there. Were any of the parties coming through town wearing this symbol?
No, and I've never seen anyone like you described. But
interesting.
That symbol, every now and then, we have a strange individual who will come through wearing there are many symbols, but symbols we've never seen before. But I think that I have seen people wearing a symbol like that.
Yeah, they definitely came through here
But
then.
you have to understand, up until the trade stopped, we had people coming from all over the north. So we saw symbols of any number of different groups and factions and venturing parties and everything. But I have seen some in the last few months that I have never seen before on various individuals.
I'll pull out another card, and this time it has the symbol for Umberley on it.
Umberley. Yes, I have seen that. It was on one woman in particular. She came in. She was very proud to wear it.
I'll create a minor illusion of Jacqueline. Would this have been her?
Yes. Yes, that was her. She was a very good tipper, but a very dangerous woman, if I could tell. You know, her whole manner was very imperious and very dangerous. She met with a few individuals here in Red Larch, and then was on her way.
She is very treacherous. Be careful around her if you should see her again.
No, I will.
She wasn't very nice.
I don't know. I didn't have much interaction with her. She ordered, well, it was a very strange order. She ordered calamari, which we actually had at the time, and she ordered a double dose of ale mixed with seawater. It was a strange order, but we catered all kinds.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense for an Umberley worshiper.
Indeed, indeed. Is there anybody? I know she said the place is vacant, but is there anybody like kind of here at the tavern?
No, just me and my staff. The young boys and girls out who are doing the stable. I've got several cooks in the back and several wenches who are taking care of your rooms, and one, well, I don't know what we call him, but he fulfills the role of a wench, but he's a boy. Well, a young man, I should say, who will be taking care of the rooms as well and turning them down. And I'm doing the serving. I'm afraid that we don't have enough people here for anybody else to do that, so I am serving myself at the moment. But that is my staff who is on here at the inn at the moment.
Yeah, what I was getting at is like I wanted to make sure there were like absolutely no other patrons just like hanging out to have dinner or sitting at tables, anything like that.
I'm afraid not. Even the normal patrons who have come by from the town nowadays don't venture out into the roads at night. Like I said, there are strange folks about. People come by for their midday meal, but as far as the people who used to come here to listen to a bard or have a evening out here for food, don't come by anymore. Once the sun is set, people have locked themselves in their homes by and large.
DM, if I am not speaking with an accent, I am not in character.
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right.
Why sunset specifically? Why do they not stay up any later?
That might be when undead come out at night. That'd be my guess.
It's dark.
Yeah, and perfectly honest, because people have to work during the day. They have to go out. But I have heard things. I mean, I don't want to talk out of turn, but I will. So
please do.
We had a couple of quarry workers in here from the stoneworks that said that strange figures watch them when they work at night, and now they refuse to work in the quarry at night anymore. You know, the people from the Maliko stoneworks, they won't work at night anymore. They refuse because they said there were strange people in masks watching them work. And I have heard, I don't go, the Helm at High Sun is a less reputable bar on the other side of town. There are people there from workers, the Whalevers Wagon Works, that said there's been some strange activity around their workshop. At least that's what I've heard. So, and I mean, there are even more rumors. Various people around town have said they have seen strange things. But who knows what is true and what is not? Some of them have been reported by young children, so I'm not sure how much is true. But the Tangler children came with some strange, wild story about it being a plague out by Lance Rock. You know, with the old necromancer out there. I find that hard to believe, but perhaps it's true. I've even heard that one of Mintra Beldover's granddaughters said she saw a ghost by an old tomb not far from town. But why would she be out at an old tomb in the middle of the night when everything going on? I don't know. Maybe she is only telling tales. Maybe she is telling the truth.
It would be worth investigating at some point.
It seems there's a great deal going on here.
Like I said, this used to be just a quiet town where we collected gold from the various caravans going in and out, and we had our share of sleaziness, so our share of a little bit of robbery and pilfering every now and then, because that goes with being a town, a trading town. But we put up with that. But all of this is bad for business. It needs to be taken care of.
Is it just me, or is this like all over the? Was it Desarin? Is that how you pronounce it? The Desarin Valley.
The Desarin Valley, yes.
This seems to be happening everywhere. Like this is that every town seems to have the same kind of thing going on.
Yes, there are things going all around Desarin, but I know that I am biased because I live here in Red Larch, but it seems like it is worse here. But the worse it gets here, the worse it gets for everyone else as it spreads out from, it seems like this area out into the Desarin Valley and all the peoples.
This appears to be a focal point.
We have plenty of leads, it would seem. But I think before we do any, well, we're gonna need to take. Well, the rest of you need to take your rest, and then we can start exploring. And once it's daylight.
Well, let me go and get your food, and I will be back. Your rooms will be ready shortly, so you can retire as soon as you're ready. But let me get your food and drink, all of you, and it will be out. And she disappears, and she's bustling around back there for about 5 or 10 minutes while you guys talk, and then brings out your various orders. They are prepared and done well. You notice, though, that there is no attached kitchen, so you feel the breeze every now and then because she has to go outside. The cooking is all done on grills and stuff outside. But she brings your food, drinks, and delivers them to you, and then prepares to leave.
What is the food?
The food she brings to you, it's a simple rabbit stew with home-cooked hearth bread that has honey on it. And she has also brought wine, ale, and dwarven brandy, which she puts in front of.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Yes, and also, is there a place nearby where we can inquire into magical items?
Let me think about that for a moment while I get the giant ginger cat.
Bjorn, what's your passive perception?
10.
You catch whodunit pointing at your food and muttering.
I knew it. You've been messing with my drinks.
As guilty as charged, I'm afraid. It's a small prank between friends.
Well, okay. I'm gonna let it go this time, but don't mess with my drinks, dude.
Hold a moment before you eat. Let me change back. I will counter.
You mess with my food too, man. Are you at least doing this to other people too?
No, it's only you because you're my favorite.
Gee, I feel so special.
I was doing food now because I did not want to keep interrupting your enjoyment of your refreshment. So I thought tonight I would play with your food a little bit. It was all
well, at least we're changing things up, right?
Yeah, it was all about to taste like mayonnaise.
Oh, God. That is not what I expected in my mouth when I wanted salted pork. I'm just gonna say.
Oh well, it's joke's over. I have been found out now.
So she kind of considers your question for a moment. She goes, "Oh, the best thing I could say is you might go over to Ironhead Arms. Like I said, we haven't had many caravans come through, but if anybody's got magical weapons that they'd be willing to buy or sell, it would probably be Old Ironhead over there at Ironhead Arms." So,
okay, thank you,
Bjorn. Would you like your stew to taste like salted pork?
Yeah.
Prestidigitation. It's got a whole new flavor to it now.
Nice. I want to go see this metalhead you guys are talking about.
I knew he was going to go for that.
Okay. So
We should probably rest after we eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely. I have a task to do before I can actually lay down upon my own bunk tonight.
So it is 6:45. Do you guys want to start investigating now, or do you want to break here with you sleeping for the night, and we'll pick up next time with you guys heading out into Red Larch?
I keep going, but it's up to you guys.
What's that?
I'm up for breaking here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good break point.
Okay, that's fine.
Especially since we went like overtime last time. I will say like
that's fine.
As far as like who done it does after if we're gonna go to bed after eating, since a bunch of us have exhaustion, I will take the time in my room. I will spend an hour pulling the pieces of Mr. Hiss out and pulling out my special artificer multi-tool and putting him back together and taking the gemstone that I purchased, and that's going into the head casing like a new little brain.
Okay.
I will put it
in the meantime, and probably if Boja's going, I'll probably spend a little bit of time in the temple, and if there's not a shrine to Elstree, I'll make one, and then I will give my respects and make my prayers.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a break here, and then once we're off, I will give you guys experience. So,
all right,
cool.